Alright, hello guys. Welcome back to another flight sim. Sorry about that. Nearly died then. Yeah, welcome back. Sorry for the delay. I've just been setting a few things up, a few things that are a bit different with the stream. Don't ask why I've got the Dark Star. Don't ask. I've been messing around, playing around and stuff. Just to basically, I've downloaded a scenery pack, but for the planes. So it's not really a scenery pack. It basically just makes the airplanes correspond with the airport, so it puts like proper liveries on them. So if I'm at Liverpool, for example, it will rebrand all the plane models that are on the ground to EasyJet, and it will be an A320. So I've bought that, £12.99. I think it was a good investment. I hope so, because hopefully it might make things a little bit more realistic. And yeah, so we're flying, was it Philadelphia to Cancun tonight? Yeah, no coincidences there, obviously. You've heard all about Uncle Dave going to Cancun, so yeah, I've been inspired in a way to kind of go there. So, or on this stream anyway. So, yeah, we won't be taking the Dark Star. I don't know. I've been playing around for the last half an hour with it and stuff. Yeah, hello everyone. Airside's here. He's probably still half drunk from last night. I'm alright. I had a fair whack though. I'll pull my hand out and say yeah. Last night I had a fair whack, and I probably shouldn't have. So yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I fell down a well while looming for my hat. After it fell onto oh, not this rubbish. I'm not reading that. No way. So I'm live tomorrow as well, unfortunately, at Manchester. I'm gonna go to Vista Park because I like having a chinwag with a few people. No one in particular. Ian Meadows, what? Did you go with Ian Meadows when you went to the bar, Sam? No, God no. God no. I went with my dad and my Uncle Dave, and I had something different last night. I had not jalfrezi. What did I have? I had something. I had right, let's get going with this. There we go. And I think we're on multiplayer. I had chicken shashliks, and I thought it came with like a red sauce, but no, it comes with should I have it on AI? I think I should. It comes with like vegetable sauce, and I know I just felt a bit sickly this morning. I'm sure it wasn't that, but still, I can feel my head spinning already. I had a bit too much to drink today. Oh yeah, but you know how it is. Yeah, I hope you like the thing at the top as well. JetBlue A321 Neo, Philadelphia to Cancun. Hope that's informational. Basically, you can get a thing on PC that connects to VATSIM or something or whatever, and it basically allows you to have like an overlay at the top of your screen, and basically it basically informs people who are watching you with a capture card. What's going on there? I didn't pay for that. Yeah. Oh, look at that, and the jet bridge is in the damn thing as well. Oh, how realistic is this game? So yeah, yeah, look, Southwest Delta. Yeah, but this isn't good enough, is it? Should we just go on this side and try and ignore it, or do you think I should pull out and go to a different stand? That's not really good enough, though, is it? No, that's not really very realistic for a flight sim. Oh, it's one of my flight sims, so it's alright. Oh, God. Turn these bloody batteries on, shall we? Sexy editing skills, CM's here. It's been so hot today, you will be hot tomorrow at the RVP. Ah, I'm fine, my stuff will take it. My stuff can take a P for Lanzarote, you know. Tenerife. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Absolutely fine. And there's no damage that's being done because it's all in a little case. So, don't worry. I'm fine. And there's some people do worry about my stuff. More getting nicked, if anything. So, did you hear the red arrows? No, I didn't. I knew they were flying over Liverpool today, but I was busy. I was out today. I've been out doing stuff. Are we all good then? Should we just get pushed back as soon as, because this jet bridge is in the damn thing. Okay, we'll set the autopilot up in a sec. But no, we need to align the IRSs now, don't we? All this new stuff we have to do. Also, Jamie, I thought you would never be able to watch ever. I think he's alright now. Just a bit of a moment in Discord. We'll let them. External power. I think we're all good, boss, you know. Did you ever post video? Did you? Oh no, I don't think he does. Didn't think PMG were releasing a Jet2 livery for Xbox, but it was. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna invest some money into the 737 series on the game. I think I'm ought to. Why isn't? Have I got? Oh, I haven't got the bleed on. That's why. I'm so stupid. I had a teacher tell me not to walk off, but I did. He didn't take another step. Oh, my thing's crashing. Okay. Wonder why. It keeps doing that quite a lot recently. I think it's the amount of bloody overlays I've got. I don't think it's helping at all. Well, unless it's YouTube. No, that's definitely my end. Okay. Let's try and close down that for a second. There we go. Yeah, a few issues in the house, unfortunately. It's never good. Hopefully that should fix it. It's got the Final Cut open as well. Oh, look, it's struggling. I have that on when I'm streaming. Yeah, it's the amount of bloody stuff I've got on OBS now. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So much going on. I'm sorry about the. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. What's this? I can't wait to see Sam. So the 737. Oh yeah, it'll be carnage. Don't you worry. I'm getting out of here. The jet bridge. Bye bye jet bridge. I'm just not having it. Right, get out of here. Sam, I was watching your live stream where you filmed the Virgin 747. Oh god, how long ago was that? It's not that long ago. I mean, if you look at some of the stuff on Facebook. Oh, here we are. Facebook or anything like an old photo album you buy or something. Seriously, you know, Virgin 747s, it wasn't actually that long ago, you know, compared to some other stuff like L1011s and all that. So, you know. Ooh, that sound. I hope it's all okay now. The amount of time he spends on the 757, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts. If he can start the 757 with his eyes closed.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 27 left via taxiway Charlie Kilo Tree Mike cross runway 27 right Sierra Tree JetBlue Tree 21.
Probably finish for 12. What are you talking about for 12? What about 12? Okay, I'm trying to read as many of there. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be a load of rubbish anyway. Why aren't these showing as well? The stream. Oh yeah, probably. Right, shall we align all this? What is it again? I can never remember. IRS. Is it that? Confirm align. Let's click that. Because for some reason the displays aren't showing here. But they're all on nav. Shouldn't be on anything else. Atlas 747 at East Midlands today. Oh wow, that's good, isn't it? Nightbot's working tonight as well. I've kicked it in the ass. Can you turn that up a bit? There we go. Having a few issues with the lighting. I've set up in a bit of a hurry. I apologise. Is that better? Let's cast a big shadow. There we go. How long are we going to wait? Is everything... Nothing's fishy, is it, guys? Is it all working as it should? Right, turn master APU off. That should be alright. Right, we'll see. Right, engine should go back a bit. Right, is that on? Yes. Is everything okay, guys? Is that how it should be? No one's really bloody helping. Okay, if I turn on that. Am I doing it right? Come on, you might be moderators, you know, joke moderators more like. Is that meant to be an A220? It looks really short. Do a Microsoft Flight Sim 2. Do you know how expensive it is to get that Dreamliner in the game, though? Seriously. I don't fly the A321, so I don't know, sorry. Oh, you could do a bit of research. Right. Is that all okay? Yeah, I think it should be. Whoever poor mods, you. These engines are really sporadic. They're not even following my orders. Right, off. No, it's not doing what it should do. Oh. There we go. No, I didn't know the Atlas came in. I'm sorry about that. I wasn't going to go anyway. I had other commitments. There we go. Alright. All good. Plane seems to be veering off to the right a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah, I hope that banner thing helps though. I do hope it helps. Is it? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? I thought it was the A220 or something like that. I don't know what runway we're taking off on. We haven't even set up the autopilot yet, so it's all a bloody mess. Trying to do two things at once. Right, okay, let's go down this taxiway. Domino's night? I don't think so. It like wobbles when you turn it. It's really strange. So once I've got your money, they don't care. All the money is to be advertising, I reckon. Oh, here I'm just gonna stop all this silly stuff. I've been like this for the whole of today, actually. Went to Asda, had a bit of a kicked off because of a queue. I said, "Can I pay for this?" I went to, like, you know, where you pay for sandwiches or just like convenience stuff. And it's kind of like a refund area. It's where they moved it, and there's an opticians next to it. There's a closed down coffee shop, and then at the other end, yeah, it's like a kiosk. Yeah, exactly. And basically, it was just taking forever and ever and ever to serve people because the old women sending things back. Hello, mate. You have to wait. I was like, "Excuse me, can I pay for this on the things?" And she said, "Just give us a minute." I was like waiting there for 5 minutes, you know what I mean? I just want to get in and then get out, you know what I mean? Yeah, I should see some of the state of people in Asda as well. God. I know that's none of my business, but I'm quite nosy. Is JetBlue staff Muppets, Sam? Don't know, never flown them. I think they're quite good though. I think they're quite a reasonable airline. I've heard some good stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Uncle Dave last night, yeah, enjoyed Cancun until the Americans arrived, of course. He said they're really rude. Apparently they just get in a restaurant, they just hand out the plate and go omelette, you know what I mean, like treating the staff like they're like dirt. So that's not really good, is it? Alright, let's settle this stuff because we're going to end up having hijinks if we don't. Do a Microsoft Flight Sim video on JetBlue. Why would I do that? I don't even go there. Okay. Set that up. Flight directory. Just making sure everything's set. You know what I'm like. I'm a fiddler. Another good fiddle. Right. That's not nice. It's not a good thing to say. I think we're all good. You think? What do you think? Hello. Blue Sky, not Blue Sky, Space Podcasts. I get confused. People's logos all look the same. They've changed the noise on this since they've updated it. I don't know if I like it. It's hard to tell if it's actually any good. I don't know. Child friendly's gone out the window. Yeah. So as you can see a few of the what was it, triple there? The airplanes and the airlines match up with the airport. They correspond. It's £12.99 for the add-on, but it's alright. It seems quite good. See over there, you got American Airlines, Southwest. Even got the plane as well. So it's alright. It's okay. Yeah. Mr. Blue Sky has been. Oh god, no. I mean, that's the thing. You're just gonna have to accept on YouTube. If people like your ideas, they won't always admit it. But if people are copying little things, it's a form of flattery, isn't it? So I think that's probably a good thing. I guess the speed like mad if I'm not careful. Right, autopilot is on. Let's try not to go for a dive in the lake. Okay. It's on auto throttle. I didn't go clearance for takeoff, did I? This is getting close to a stall. Not quite happy with this. Right, turn autopilot off. It's clearly not doing as it should. See, this is the thing with the Airbus. It's in this game anyway. It should know what it's doing. It shouldn't be this hard. Hopefully that works now. There we go. It seems to be following my orders instead of like trying to get us stalling into a bloody forest. It's not what we want. Hello, shark face. See that? He was trying to get me. He was trying to. Oh. He's having me in the trees. He wanted me in the trees. Sorry, no. I'm in charge of this airplane. It's like when you want to take over, it's not happy. It doesn't want you to take over. It's like my Nissan in a way, my new Nissan. It treats me like I'm a liability. It says warning when I've stopped the car, stopped the motor, turned it off, battery and everything. Open the door. It says warning. It's warning me that I'm doing a normal function with a car. I'm getting out of a car and I'm performing a normal exercise, like getting out the car, opening it. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm opening the door because I've stopped the motor. It's not a warning. If anything, it'd be a warning if I stayed in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, just other little things as well. It hyper beeping and hyper fixated to this way of safety. It's like I don't know. I want to take it back to Nissan and say, can you remove the sensors, or can you configure something so it's not so sensitive, because it's really affecting my driving. It's constantly beeping when I'm stopping and starting it, and I don't know. I mean, I don't use it like a manual, you know. I don't turn off the motor when I'm sat at the lights. No, I don't do that. I just, you know, because the motor automatically goes off, doesn't it? But yeah, like an MOT. I don't think it needs MOT. It's a brand new car. Did you buy a car but not get a license? Jamie, if he's like this with the Airbus, he's gonna. What's he gonna be like with 737? God, I don't know. Stop breaking the Airbus. The Airbus is breaking itself. When I'm talking about it, I'm talking about in the game as well. I'm just saying it's a lot more fiddly than the Captain Sim. I know I'm giving credit to probably the wrong people there. He called me Space Podcast, and now I'm Blue Sky. What's next, Ian Meadows?
Washington Center, JetBlue tree 13,500 feet.
I haven't really been keeping an eye on it, airside. I really haven't in terms of what other channels have been doing, but I don't know what's in terms of copying. I don't know. I'm not always online or looking, to be honest. I'm not looking out for that sort of thing anyway.
Washington Center, Airbus, November 6 tree, 72
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Airbus, November 6 tree, 72.
I haven't even got the map on, have we? I hope it's informational, that stuff at the top. It says JetBlue, it says the airplane and where we're going. That's like if people are new. People don't read messages anymore. People don't read annotation. You know, I get comments of people saying, "Where are we going? It's in the title," but people don't look at that. I don't know why, but it has to kind of be forced down their throat in a way. It's kind of sad, but you know, people don't have much of an attention span nowadays, so it's kind of difficult to have anything meaningful or intelligent in the stream because people are so. Some people are just really, really dim. As he's pulling the gun's face. Oh god. I've been watching YouTube tutorials of how to do UK ATC mobile. Okay. Just get a real one, they're way better. Get a car but can't drive it next week. You'll see he's crashed into a bollard 20 feet tall. Yeah, probably. I don't think I'm going to be an aggressive driver. I have a tendency when I'm in the car of someone else. I don't know, and if someone does something stupid on the road and I see it, I do have a tendency to do that or that, you know. Doing that, which I've kind of picked up for some reason. Yeah, I don't do that. I end up following you home and slicing your throat open. You want to be careful. Have you told you? I told you we actually got chased home once. I don't know why, but some guy chased us home. Seriously, in the car, because my dad had done something, and the guy chased us home. Unfortunately, he got lost or something. So thank God for that. Yeah, could have stuck a bloody. I don't know. Anything through the letterbox, you know what I mean? Like a candlestick or... A candlestick! It's a bit posh for a scally. A tiki torch. A chandelier. Oh god. I don't know. Yeah, a match. You know, a bit of petrol, match. You're done. Oh yeah, you want to be careful what you do. Are you doing another podcast, Sam? Podcast? Oh, the Wamos. That wasn't. Why is that in podcasts as well, exactly? Whatever YouTube have called it. A nuke, yeah. Fat man. It's alright, it won't wake you up. Right, we're going. Oh god, the thing's going to end up saying overspeed in a minute. There we go. That was coming. Can't throttle back. Game's just not letting me throttle back on this. There we go. That should be okay. Yeah, it's dropping now anyway. I always have this. Because you're meant to throttle back, and if you don't do it, it doesn't know what you're doing. Your ASMR video that I used in relaxation time at school. It was alright. I got some silly comment. I've been getting loads of silly comments today. Some guy saying, bear in mind from a video that's nearly 2 years old, did you take a happy pill or something? Because it was manic or something. And some other comments saying, I know you sat over the emergency exit row. Even though when I was on a 2E767, I literally filmed me getting into my seat. It was window seat, nowhere near the emergency exit row. I even named. I think people just are maybe a little bit retarded. I don't know. I don't really know their circumstances, but I think some people are just very, maybe a bit disabled. I don't know. I wouldn't like to say. I wouldn't like to assume because I'm never 99.9% sure. But it's just a bit of a shame, isn't it? Because the only person who has to get the stick for it is me. Well, I think I've been unclear. I don't know. Sam describing himself in a nutshell. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. Of course, I never come back with a nice comment. I'm quite fierce, but that's just me. It makes me laugh though, these channels, these aviation channels, when they get constructive criticism and they're so polite and they always make out that they're at fault. Like they've got this idea, oh, the customer's always right. No matter what somebody says about my video, I must always listen to them and be respect. I'm not like that though. I don't know. I'm just not. If I've put the effort in, the money in to go somewhere, and I'm shattered the next day, and have, you know, it's not just go in there and recording and spending money, losing money as well. I have the pain in the arse of, well, I mean, I love it, but you know, having to edit it all and do all that and check it and recheck it and then upload it, and then I just get some meaningless, demeaning comments. You know what I mean? Now I just see it for what it is, and I don't really back down. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just me though. I've always been like that though. Someone used to poke me or wind me up at school. I'd find it funny at first, and then I'd really swipe and have a go. Yeah, I think people should stick up for themselves. Yeah, never try and make out your, I don't know, you got a gun to your face and someone's saying, oh, you should change your ways now. No. Because then you just end up like working for other people then, aren't you? You're like being bossied around, and also, you know, it's not just a free video. It's also then a platform for people to tell you what to do, and it might not suit other people's needs and stuff. I just don't think people think now. If we go onto YouTube and click on a video, if we don't have that thought process of, oh my god, this person has had to research this flight, book it, check in, go to the airport, spend the whole day travelling. I mean, yeah, I love it, but maybe just think of somebody who doesn't enjoy it and they want to get a bit of revenue for it. I mean, yeah, I know loads of channels who would do that, but you know, come back home, you know, spend all that money that day, and then obviously feel exhausted and have to edit it, upload it, you know, all that effort. I don't have to do that, do I? But I choose to do it for people's entertainment. I just don't think people have that insight or that depth when clicking onto a YouTube video, you know what I mean? I just don't think they have that. They have that concept. But if they did it, if it was the other way round, who's been deleted now? And oh, it's because of the amount of emojis, that's why. Also, your dad, he helps you, dropping you off. Yeah, exactly, he helps. I've been taking the train more to Manchester at the moment, which is quite enjoyable. Yeah, when it goes smoothly. But kind of taxi practice or whatever, because he's now thinking of doing a bit of taxi work. Because his gardening business, he fears his customers or something might not want their garden doing, but for some reason last year so October last year he had about 60 customers, right? October, December 65 customers, February 70 customers. So why is he going to taxiing? Exactly. Oh, he's going to do it last year, but he now wants to really do it. He's saying, oh, I'm going to scale back on the garden and do a bit of taxiing to see how it goes or something. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. What's Nightbot on about? Don't know. It doesn't like rapid emojis. That's why it doesn't like a rapid fire of emojis. So always scale back the emojis, and you know. I know people like their emojis. If you're gonna put emojis, guys, maybe only put like 3 or 4. Don't put like 10, because people don't really like it. And Nightbot, especially, because Nightbot is like a really dumb box, and whatever you feed it, what comes out the other end is just like a manipulation of you. You know what I mean? It's just you pulling the strings on it. So yeah, that's all my work there. The only reason that guy got timed out, unfortunately, was because of something I'd set up about 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, Nightbot's angry. Who's Freddy Sal Animations? He's just a animation channel that does Minecraft. Yeah, I used to watch him a lot. I still do when he's got a video coming out, but yeah, Yeah, Nightbot has anger issues. It's not a collective group there, people with anger issues. Yeah, it's got anger issues because I've given it anger issues, that's why. I know, what a way to deter your viewers. What did it delete? Oh, it just deleted. Yeah, sorry, Robert. Was it Robert who got bummed by it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, sorry about that. What passes there now? Right, okay, should we speed it up a bit? Tell it to go a little bit faster. That's the Airbus though, isn't it? I mean, you're not actually really flying a plane. What you're doing here, you're telling a computer where to send the signals. You know what I mean? That's all. That's what the Airbus is all about. I mean, it's bloody damn good. It's very safe. But that's all it is. It's just you telling a computer. This is just you telling a computer where to put the plane. Now for me, I don't really like that. That's just me. I prefer more conventional flying because it's just way more impressive. You know what I mean? And that's when you explain it to people as well. If you explain, like, you know, cables and pulleys compared to, oh yeah, it controls a computer which controls an actuator on the wing. You know what I mean? I just find that really boring. Yeah, if you're talking about cables and pulleys and they go to different circuits and they go to hydraulic pumps and hydraulic tubing and stuff, it just sounds more interesting. There's more to talk about. That's just me anyway. It's just my preference. I mean, I'm not biased, but yeah, it's just me. I just prefer anything with a yoke a little bit more. Madeira had 10 earthquakes. Oh god, 10 earthquakes! Fancy having that. Imagine Sam eating fish. Oh, I wouldn't be at all if fish and chips arrived. I don't know what we're having tonight. I really don't know. I think I'm going to go into Mallorca on Tuesday as well. Maybe do a stream down there. Don't know. Stream. See, I really want to do Binter at the moment. You may know I really want to fly Binter to Canaries. Maybe fly to Tenerife. And then have a few nights in Tenerife and then fly to Lanzarote. Do a stream in Lanzarote. And then come back home on the JetBlue 330. I don't know, I'm just thinking of that. Well, Tuesday, it's TTE Tuesday, so it'll be a Dreamliner. Yeah, Dreamliner on the Tuesday. Dash 8, I'm pretty sure I did that service last year. Alright, see you later, Jamie. And then I return back to Manchester on a JetBlue A321neo. But it'll be in night time, which is just kind of like a spoiling factor. I can't believe you were wearing a cap rather than sunglasses this time of the day and shining light against you. But I have to because it's a studio, isn't it? Well, not a studio, but a very controlled bedroom. Honestly, Sam, no one wakes up in the morning not having booked anything and then suddenly gets the idea, oh, I'm going to Mallorca. I know, it's stupid. Well, that's the way I live though. I literally just live by the unknown. I mean, perfect example of that 321neo and flew to Tenerife on it. Got a few dates, figured out, oh yeah, I think I was down here on my backside or something, charging something, half bloody naked, bollock naked, doing something, and I was just fiddling around with charging stuff because I was going to go to the airport. I just thought, oh, I wonder if that's an A321neo tomorrow. Oh, it's a 330 return. I just booked it right there. It's some awful price, disgusting price, nearly £300. I just booked it. So funny. Just couldn't believe it. I'm going tomorrow now. Oh dear. Yeah, it's quite amusing actually. I don't think people need to know I was half bollock naked, but yeah, I was just woken up and I was just getting changed and I was disconnecting something from down there, and then I just had the idea, oh, that A321neo, am I going to go on it or not? Am I going to be the first to do a trip report on it? I just thought, oh, I might as well. Oh, I might as well. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still proud I got on the privilege. Yeah. Funny enough, when I was last in Mallorca, before I flew on the privilege, you know, I've got all those models in Mallorca airport planes. I was actually looking at, because we've got a privilege model, I was looking at it thinking, whoa, little did I know, 2 weeks later I'd be on one. Oh god, yeah. I still can't believe I got on that plane. Jesus Christ. We've got batteries in this thing. I don't think these will last long. Right, can we increase the speed a little bit? Oh, now it's that bug where I can only go forward. Jesus, this game is difficult. Can I get into my seat? Thank you. Yeah. It's like a love-hate relationship with this game. 1 minute I say, oh, I've spent this amount of money on making the game look better. And then the next minute saying I hate this game. I don't want anything to do with it. Old married couple. We're going as fast as we can. So I can only go backwards and I'm turned. Yeah, terrible game design. It's not a game. It's just a chance for Microsoft to make a little bit more money. That's all it is. It's just a piggy bank. That's all it is. Just think of this game as a piggy bank. Then ripping you off. And then putting money. Making money from it. Having somewhere to make it from and store it and stuff. Yeah, that's all it is, this game, a big piggy bank. Yeah, it's the way it is. We live under a disgusting, rotten system with games now, seriously. It's just rotten, but it's the way it is, isn't it? You know, you can't enjoy something without them penny pinching and trying to make something really crap and then advertising it and stuff. Sam could commit. I can't even read that word. Oh yeah. Well, I don't even know how long. I'm gonna have to go and get some batteries in a sec. How long is this flight as well? Is it 2 hours free? I don't know. I can't remember. We made some good progress though. Trying to go as fast as we can. That's our progress so far. So we're going directly south. Oh, it's going to take forever. There we go. This map is dreadful. Hurry up. Yeah. Probably have to eat my bloody tea on the stream. There we are, it's Cancun. GPS tracking, there we go. That's where I've taken off from. There we go. Seems to be going dead slow, but it is the Airbus, isn't it? If it wasn't a 767, I'd be way faster. Or 74. Okay. Oh, my computers and stuff. All working. Yeah, the battery on this light's really good. Just think of all the hours I've had it on. I haven't had to charge it once. I don't know how hot it's getting. It's not even really hot. It's got a bloody sticker on the back of it. Just a film that protects the screen. Okay, it's gotta go. Bye. Alright, bye. Let's see active from something out the window. Okay. You do that. Right, go. So Cancun we're going to. Already we've had the plane mess up a bit. Look at this livery. Quite a nice livery, isn't it? We haven't really looked out, have we? What's our altitude? 21,000. No wonder we're going slow. We need to increase it a bit. Oops. Okay. That should increases. Is it going to? I'm not sure it will. Right, okay. force the plane up a bit. There we go. I should climb. Just very slightly. There we go. Is this the aircraft that had a landing gear issue and landed with its front gear? Oh no, that was I think that was an A320. I don't think it was the 21, but I know what you're talking about. Just an Airbus thing, isn't it, with the gears collapsing and stuff. Oh, for the 320 family, the gear. It's the way the gear's designed. I don't know if they're using cheap materials. I don't know what they're doing, but something to do with how they construct their planes.
Generic 87 uniform. Contact Norfolk approach on 125.7.
Yeah, who knows? That's the thing though, they try and make it like as tough as the Boeings and stuff, like 737, and they look at what they've used and stuff. I wouldn't be at all surprised when Airbus started, they tried to convince some Boeing engineers, you know, some crazy wage, double what Boeing were paying them, just for them to spread a bit of knowledge onto the Airbus corporation. I don't know, I'm not sure, but that's probably how it worked. The only reason why Airbus exists really is because of Boeing. If Boeing didn't exist, Airbus wouldn't exist. Well, I think they're still good for each other. Yeah, definitely. I do feel like Airbus are a lot more of a... They like to respond. They're more of a follower, not a leader. I do believe a lot more of a follower. Just with, you know, the 330 Neo and the 350 and I don't know, the 380. I know Boeing had the Max and stuff, but yeah, very much a lot of relation to them in terms of responding to certain programs and stuff and other things. I don't think they really responded to the 777 though. They probably. Oh, that's probably the 380. They probably looked at the triple and thought, oh, let's make that, but with 4 engines. No, I just don't think they really did the research, because around the time the 380 was being built, it was obvious no one wanted 4 engines. I don't know why somebody couldn't say to them, listen, nobody wants 4 engines. 4 engines haven't been a thing for about the last 20 years. So why are we going back in time? Exactly, I don't know. You know, I mean, even Concorde was... Well, Concorde kind of did have 4 engines. 4 turbines, but it was within one computation. I don't know. I'm going to go and have to get some batteries. I'll be back in a second. Right, we're back. I think. Yeah, I'm back. We'll see. See how long these last. I don't even know if I put the right ones in. I don't know if I put the old ones out. Old ones in. One old one and one new one. Not new, old. One charged one and one discharged one. Or decharged. I've been using it, so yeah. I don't know if you've ever done that. You've got two of the batteries that are dead and two of the batteries that are ready to go, and you accidentally exchange one for the other. You end up having one that's really good, or one that's charged and one that's dead. Yeah, I've done that so many times. I'm like, oh, I know what I've just done. Oh, and I've got an inches cider as well. Oh god, that's a bit loud, isn't it? There we go. Hello everyone. Does JetBlue actually have any other livery? I think they have a few different liveries, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Good old inches. Got a Copperberg, yeah. I went out last night, had a Copperberg. I think I had another Copperberg, a Coke. And then I think I had some petrol, some disgusting, I don't know, Asda's finest probably. They put it in a nice bottle. Yeah, you should be careful if you're getting really cheap whiskey and stuff, cheap ale, cheap vodka. You wouldn't believe the harm it does to you. Seriously, honestly, it's like you might as well be drinking poison. I think if you're gonna buy spirits and stuff, you've got to buy quality spirits. That's just my opinion anyway. And then I had 2 glasses of pineapple cider. So that's 2 Copperbergs. Disgusting petrol. That was whiskey or something. I don't know what it was. Disgusting. Anyway, I think it was brandy. I think it probably was brandy, cheap brandy. And then 2 Copperbergs. Sorry, 2 pineapple ciders. Yeah, if I had any more, I'd probably be being sick. Hedge Barker. I don't know. Samuel Hedge Barker. Yeah. That's no better name for him. The Hedge Barker of Manchester Airport. There we go. Second favourite cider in the world. So it tastes like apple juice, that's the only thing. Whereas Magnus is a little bit more, I don't know, just a lot richer. Are you getting drunk? On it's not Magnus, sorry, this is not Magnus. Anyone who thinks this is Inches. Yeah. Inches cider. It's very nice. Yeah. Bit of a cider drinker. Yeah, it's brilliant, Inches. Very refreshing. The bottle is actually the same bottle I think Strongbow use for their glass bottles. Yeah, it's the same design. Of course I would know that, wouldn't I? Because I bloody drink tons of it. I automatically assumed all your ciders are Magners. Oh, you have to be shower cat. How come no one else is here as well? What's all that about? Why have you taken away the YouTube? They've taken away the monitor. Oh no, community moderation. Yeah, we're changing it all the time. Blocked words. Yeah, we know what the blocked words are. We don't need to go through them. And yeah, tell me if that thing at the top is distracting. Community defaults. I'm just looking. Moderation. Message delay. There's no message delay. Participant mode. Hang on. That's why nobody's bloody... Sorry guys. YouTube, for some reason, has an issue right now. Has a lot of issues at the moment, YouTube. They don't know what they're doing. Where... And I remember setting that to anyone, and it's just gone... no. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I didn't know it was on. See, I think if you're going to set a chat, if YouTube allow you to set the chat to subscriber only mode, it should say it right at the start of the stream. See the little notification it's put, TTE turned off subscriber only mode. I reckon if there's some reason right now on YouTube they're just assuming you want subscribe. It's greedy. I know what it's all about. It's bloody greed. They're making out it's your fault when it's actually fucking theirs. Winds me up. You don't understand how much it does. So of course you've got people who are like, oh, I don't want to wait bloody 5 minutes to bloody send a message. You know. Yeah, I have no control over it. I set it up so it was for anyone. Anyone can comment. But they've just gone, for some reason YouTube has set it back to subscriber only mode. Winds me up because it makes me look bad. But it's them at the moment. It's all about them. It's all about this. And it's all about this to creators, you know what I mean? The very people who got them in the spot that they are today. You know what I mean? However much they're worth. So, yeah. It's alright. I'm not the only one who's threatened to leave the platform and sent them messages about that, so, yeah. Loads of creators. You might as well have it on their homepage. Hate for YouTube, gaming, music, cooking. YouTube hate, because it's such a wide topic because they're so bad. We just don't listen to anything. Or anyone. Only interested in the shareholders, that's the thing. And they're bogus advertisers. It's the first anniversary of the Queen's... I know, it's kind of sad. Well, very sad. My dad said something before which wasn't very nice. He said we should take her out of a coffin and drag her around London at the back of a car. Attached to the back of a car. Oh, yeah, I didn't find it funny, but it is quite funny. Sorry, it wasn't very nice, that was it. Seriously, he said that. He just didn't really. He just didn't like her. I don't know why. My granddad thought she was a beautiful woman. Seriously, he actually said she's a wonderful woman. My nan couldn't care less. My dad just... God. I'm sorry. There's some people who are going to get very upset about that. But I didn't say it, okay? I didn't say it. And plus you're getting offended on behalf of somebody you probably have never met in your life. Yeah, some people do. Well, I think they're quite deserve to be hated, to be honest. You know. What do they do for us with all their money? Exactly nothing. They're just a shame, really. Disgusting. Nah, just happen to be born in the right family at the right time and the right place, you know, and you get all that, you know. Haven't worked a day in their life. You know, it's just like there's people starving out there and everything. Nah, it's just very much. I don't know, sickens me. Always has. Yeah, it is selfish, yeah. I think that's what he was getting at, but I think he just decides to say the worst possible thing. Take her out of a coffin and drag her around, drag her around London at the back of a van. God. No. God. So awful. I only find it funny because I'm sick, unfortunately, and I've got that sense of humour, but it's just like the absolute worst thing you can do. Yeah, that's just me, I'm sorry. I take it back, I'm very sorry. Anyone who's offended, I'll sell my Xbox to. Well, I'm going to need a lot of Xboxes. Oh, God. Have you seen my little guitar as well? You know what it is? It's actually a dongle, it's a USB stick. I know. I think it holds 1 GB. So I can't really store my porn on there. Oh. Jesus. Well, the country is out there breaking their backs, working 9 to 5, barely making a living. The monarchy is out in Buckingham Palace, sipping tea. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Now, people do make a living. It's just like around this time of the month, you know. I went to the Tandoori yesterday. No one in there at all. There's like maybe, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people. Including us out. So that, yeah, 6 people in there. So, you know what I mean? No one can choose the life they are born into. It's called destiny. Yeah, well, it's just strange because we're the only real country that has it. Because we're, I don't know, kind of strange, but yeah. I just think it's unfair though, because yeah, there's you can say that about anyone though. Well, it'd be better if they spread the money out a bit, maybe, but they wouldn't do that. Yeah, you just got to think about the people who kind of live on the street and everything. Anyway, yeah, so, what was I saying? Can't even remember. Jesus. How awful. That's how bad my memory is, so. Oh, yeah, because, like, you know, everyone gets paid around the end of the month. Literally no one in the Tandoori yesterday. It was kind of, at the end, it was literally just us. Thursday night, and it was literally just us. Yeah. Crazy. Service was amazing. I didn't have to wait for anyone. I mean, atmosphere was dead, but God, you know, kind of crazy. Just, yeah, amazing. Yeah, I had chicken, but not shish kebab, no. Shashliks. So it comes out on like a corrugated cast iron bowl or whatever. And yeah, if you touch it, your skin's gone. Shashliks. So it comes out, you know, red, angry, and you can just have it with whatever, balti, fantastic, you know, balti sauce, vegetable sauce, I had a bit of that. Yeah, but it's the heat though, isn't it? It's the heat, you know, you can't expect to wake up the following morning and feel well, you know what I mean? I did have quite a bit last night. I was struggling. I can't even remember the walk home. I can't. I remember saying goodbye to my Uncle Dave, hearing the traffic lights beep and wonder what the hell it was. And I turned around, I was like, oh yeah, it's the traffic lights. And I was making a joke about the traffic lights. And my dad was like, shut up, fucking drunk, idiot. And then I ended up just going to bed. But I literally can't remember the walk home. I just cannot remember it at all. Which is scary, because I've never ever been like that. I've never had so much to drink. I can't remember. I must have had about 4 ciders. Oh yeah, it's dreadful that, isn't it? Yeah. We went to a local Indian a few months back. We were the only people in this big restaurant. We basically had poppadoms thrown at our heads. Yeah. Yeah, I love a good night out. Oh God, yeah. Jesus. Fantastic. Robbery. Yeah. If there's the only one in there, it may have been robbery, you never know. And steal the baguettes or something, I don't know. This is a long flight, isn't it? I haven't really thought about it. What's new? I'd say we're a quarter of the way there. Yeah, sorry about the silly comments. That's me though, silly comments every day, isn't it? So we kind of hug the coast, and then we kind of fly over like Florida, Miami's the other way, isn't it? Florida region, and oversea for a bit. Probably started descent around here and then Cancun. Oopsie. So yeah, GPS tracking on. There we go. Yeah, it's a long flight. It's kind of lengthy, so we don't run out of fuel. Some complaining about flight never. Well, it's 2 hours, isn't it? It's meant to be a 2-hour flight, so we've been live for about an hour. Bear in mind we didn't get off the ground until so 50, maybe 19 minutes in. I don't know. 19 minutes in. Yeah, tell me if that's distracting, guys. The thing at the arc at the top right. I can fade it if you want me to. I can fade it slightly so it's not as like poppable. You know what I mean? Poppable. Poppable. YouTube says it went live 15 minutes ago. Yeah, that's because it hasn't updated. That's why. Things just don't. Some things don't update in real time, and YouTube is one of them. I'm live tomorrow. Yeah, I've changed the thumbnails a little bit. I put some information about Manchester Airport as well. I've had a bit of feedback. I've had some silly comments this week though. Some guy who loves my videos, but he was upset because I'd in my TUI trip report. I'm not going to name him, obviously, but he was basically upset. He said he loves my videos. He loves my videos, right? And that he didn't like the fact that I'd accused someone for rushing or being in a rush at a Ibiza airport. And he basically made out that, yeah, but you do that. You always bomb past people. Like they don't exist. And I just thought, how bloody pathetic. You know, what a snowflake. He's upset because I'd accused somebody of bombing past me, whereas I do. Sorry, no, he wasn't there. He doesn't know the circumstances. This couple, I can't hardly remember it, but this in the Ibiza airport, it went through security, just gone through security in a departures lounge, right? In a nice departures lounge, want something to eat. 2 Spaniards bomb past us full force, seriously, and it's just like, wow, you know, how bloody rude. Now when I'm doing that, I'm not running, I'm not bombing past people, I don't knock the shoulders of people, because I'm pretty sure this couple like caught my dad or something, and also I do it when there's enough space. I don't ever bomb past people like that. But it's just a sweet bit of, you know what I mean, like, oh, I want to find something negative to say about it, but I can't. And then someone was saying the picture quality wasn't sharp. So if you go onto the TUI trip report now, apparently that's not sharp. Apparently 4K isn't sharp. Apparently it's blurry, the picture. I don't know, maybe a bit screw loose. I'm not sure. I don't want to say that in case these people are watching, but if they're upset, they're upset. You know, sometimes I'm upset. It'd be better if maybe if you showed a little bit more compassion. I don't know. But silly comments like that, it's just like, if you're really struggling to find weaknesses in the videos, just don't say it. Don't come up with something like stupid like, oh, but you bomb past people. Because I don't do that. I didn't do it. I mean, if people aren't there, they're not there. I think this guy just assumed that from watching some of my past videos, I bomb past people like that as well. Well, I'm not running. I don't ever catch people's shoulders like this couple did. I know what I'll get now. I'll get a big comment of this guy saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. But I'm just saying, you know, if you've got nothing nice to say, just don't say it. I think people probably can't afford to fly, that's it. It's probably just like a sweet bit of, oh, I'm jealous and I've got nothing nice to say, so I'm just going to post something that first thing that comes to my mind. I don't know. But if that's the case, why am I uploading it onto a platform where people are really simpering and getting upset by absolutely everything, you know what I mean? Fancy saying you love someone's videos, but getting upset because I'd accuse someone of walking past me fast. Oh God, how would these people cope in a war? You know what I mean? Oh, it's hilarious. I don't know. It's funny. Some people on YouTube just don't have a life. End of. Possibly. People think they can speak when they find something useful to do in there. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but it's true for idiots like that. Well, I would never do that. I'd never bomb past somebody. But he wasn't there, though. This person who'd made the comment, obviously he wouldn't be there. But you know, this couple did actually brush shoulders with my dad, because I remember him saying, you know, they've caught me there. They've caught me with their bag. So you know, it's like little nitty gritty little things. You know, it's like stupid, isn't it? Like, if people are getting upset about that, well, I might as well just not make a bloody trip report. I was just saying, geez, they were in a rush. You know, fancy someone getting upset from you saying they were in a rush. But this is a society we live in now. You can't say anything. You can't say a thing. If you say, oh, they were in a rush, people are like, well, yeah, you bombed past. It's not even the same. It's it's just pathetic. I remember reading it thinking, I can't believe I'm reading this. Someone's upset because I'd accused someone for walking fast past me. I think I'm gonna have a wall, like a load of like little frames for all silly comments on my wall, because I think I will make that. You might as well film yourself eating a friggin' banana for 2 hours straight. Yeah, I know. That's just silly. And then someone saying the picture quality was blurry. So I said to them, I'm not exposing anyone because I'm not exposing any names, but I just said to them, this is in the TUI trip report, I said, can you tell me where you find the picture blurry? So my reply to them got a like from the person, but have I had a reply for exactly? So you can't even rely on feedback now. Someone accuses you of the picture not being sharp, and then they say, and then you make the effort of saying, okay, can you please tell me where you found the picture blurry? Because you've just you just sent me a message saying you found the picture blurred, the quality blurred, the picture quality blurred. Can you please tell me where? So they've clearly seen it because YouTube tells me they've seen it, but they don't bother to reply. How can I ever know? Anyway, I've watched it back 20 times. I didn't find any of it blurry, so I think this is a problem with. They're probably blind. They probably can't see my reply, so it's probably self-inflicted. I don't know. Sorry for being mean, but you know, if you can't, if you're watching in anything below 720p and you're watching one of my trip reports, well, obviously it's going to be blurry. But it's just like, it's first of all, it's free. It's a free video, so you know, it's open for everyone. I'm not paying for it, but still the quality is fantastic. But I still get stupid comments. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh god. And then there's a load of idiots talking about, oh, the Max isn't safe and stuff. And it's just like, it is. All these bloody anti-Boeing people and people who really feel they make really bad planes just after one little accident and miscommunication about things, you know? It's just like, where do I stand? People now get upset with me for flying on a Max. You know, I can't fly on the Max now because people get upset with me and start saying silly things about the MCAS system that they probably don't even understand. They just think, 737, that's the one that crashed, isn't it? I only read the news. I even got a message from somebody who had watched my TUI 737-800 series trip report, and they were saying, oh, I'm glad you flew on the DEF plane. I wouldn't fly on that. And I was just like, but hang on, the DEF plane? TUI don't have any DEF planes in their fleet. Otherwise, they wouldn't be an airline. Secondly, there are no DEF planes in the world, or they wouldn't be flying. And thirdly, it was the 737-800, not the Max. But that's what I'm just saying. People are just bloody stupid. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know where I stand now. I'm making videos for retards, clearly. Because the comments I'm getting are people who just don't understand aviation and do not understand what goes into a meaningful trip report, or they're just watching it in a really, really bad definition and they think that's my fault because they don't understand how YouTube works, or there's some miscommunication there that I don't really understand between them and YouTube, and I'm just trying my hardest to show people how to use it. Yeah, it's a funny one, it really is. Yeah, that's the issue. But because I've made the video, I get all the blame, you see. They don't think, they don't comprehend or have that thought process of, oh, Sam's had to go out of his own way and pay for this flight. But, you know, save up, pay for it, going through the hassle of, you know, going through security, you know, having to get to the airport as well before that, filming it all, editing it all. They don't think of that. They just think the video is all for them, you know, it's for everyone, the video. But again, I still try my best to make it as good as possible. I mean, I still get some great comments as well. I'm just pointing out some really stupid ones I've been getting this week. It makes me laugh, but at the same time, it's just a bit like, you know, if you really hold a grudge against what I'm doing, just don't waste it. Why are you wasting your life on it? Why would you waste your trying to make themselves sound all intelligent in their silly little messages? But if you were really intelligent, you wouldn't waste your life putting silly comments. So it's just counterproductive, isn't it? It's just like, yeah, they just don't understand what the MCAS system does. They don't understand it. They just read that something 737. There's been 2 crashes, and the airplane manufacturer Airbus. Oh no, it's Boeing. Are basically the world's most dangerous airplane designers. You know what I mean? It's just like, and then they see something on YouTube, and then they basically project all their opinions and misinterpreted information from God knows where, the news. Oh, sorry, I thought it was shite. And probably Facebook into my chat, and I'm having to deal with it and correct them. It's nothing like, oh, sorry, I got the information wrong. It's just like complete arrogance. I have to reply all the time to people who are getting their information wrong because they've gotten it from the news or Facebook or heard a rumour or some outdated forum somewhere or something like that, or some celebrity has said something or whatever. I don't know, I'm just thinking of external parties here, but you know what I mean? It's just like I'm having to, I know with these trip reports, I'm having to like dance with the devil. You know, I'm making them for people who like planes, getting all the facts in there, everything about it. But the people who are sending the comments are people who just don't understand planes, and they just read 737 Max and they think, oh my god, he's flown the death plane, I must tell him it's really, really bad. He might get on one and die. You know what I mean? It's just like, listen, I know it's safe. Oh, it makes me laugh. I could write a story on this. I have a friend with oh gosh, I can't even read that. A Corgi Beagle mix called Maddie. She's so sweet. He posted a video of her, and someone openly said the poor dog will die in a year, calling it fat, and it's not fair. It's not. The MCAS system is that weird system that broke causing the Max to point down, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah. Well, it's not spelled MCAS for a start. It's M, not EM. It's MCAS, and it basically just stands for Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System. So when the system thinks the airplane is got too much of a shallow, I don't know, angle, or too much of a steep angle, it corrects it so it's level. Because I don't know if you guys know, but the 737-800 series and all the other ones before, 737s have always flown like that in cruise a little bit, just at a slight, maybe like 5 or 10 degree angle, just like that. Seriously, if you go on a 737, Ryanair, anything, you will notice they do cruise a little bit like that. So with the new engines, obviously they'd be cruising like that, so it just forces the nose down a little bit, using the elevators at the back. But if I'd put this all on my trip report, which I didn't, because it'd be all over the screen, I'd just say, oh, MCAS is what manoeuvres the plane or whatever, or the MCAS system. I just leave it out of the trip report, you know. I just kind of. But even if I did put all that information in, people would just ignore it and just look at the title and then go straight full belt and leather with it, like, oh, he's flown the death plane. Oh, I don't even know if they mean well. It seems to be all like really opinionated, twisted views on it. Like, oh, I don't know, like, what are you saying? I don't know. It's like the Trump supporters. It's like they know they're right, and you're gonna do anything to change it. Yeah. Wasn't one an Ethiopian? Yeah, it was. It was supposed to stop it pointing down too hard. I think it was both ways. I think because it was off balance of the engines. Under certain circumstances, it could be too high or it could be too low. That's all I know. But and what will really niggle people now, when you do fly the max, you every now and again you do feel a little bit of adjustment, like just a bit of a, and I think that's the MCAS. But I've noticed that on the maxes with Ryanair and TUI, just a little bit of a, and then it's stable, just a little bit of a push, a bit of a pull. And I know that's the MCAS system because I've never felt that on any other plane. I think the Dreamliner has the MCAS as well. Some form of the MCAS, but I probably shouldn't have said that now, because now people will I'll have loads of comments from idiots saying, oh, I'm meant to be on a Dreamliner, I've just cancelled my holiday, but TUI, can you give me any advice on... I'd get all that now. God. People. High maintenance. Did they fix it? Well, they must have fixed it. Not all Max 8s are deaf planes, just for one with MCAS on it. See, you're just becoming as bad as the people now, Space Podcasts. It's safe. It's safe. Do the research. Do the research. I did the research. I was still a bit worried, though. When I flew it from Lanzarote back to Manchester, Ryan, I was still a bit worried, though. I had to drink a bit in order to get myself on it, because I was a little bit nervous, and yeah, but I did do research once I'd knew I was on it and read about the improvements and stuff. But yeah, if you don't know what you're talking about and you think you should make a comment on something you're really not, you really do. I mean, that's the thing, I'm welcome to people who don't know their stuff and are asking for information, but what I don't like is people who have been told something by a news, because the news don't know anything about planes, BBC or whatever. They don't have a first idea what's going on, and unfortunately their silly views get projected onto innocent people, and then those people end up having those twisted views, and then end up on YouTube in my, I don't know, informative report, detailed report with absolute nonsense about you shouldn't be flying it, and of a Boeing for deaf makers of a plane. Do we still design planes like this? And should I fly on a Boeing and stuff? Like, oh, I don't know. It's just, I can't be doing with it. I just won't fly on the Max. I'm gonna get silly comments. So I just won't fly on the Max. I'm making them for aviation people at the end of the day, but sometimes it just gets spoilt by people who just are misinformed and I don't know, silly really. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it because it's giving me a headache. But if you don't know something with planes, just research it, that's all. Don't hold a grudge against the system. Do the research. Look at the new data. Always look at the new data. See what's available. See what's out there on the table. Don't be looking at the old data. Look at the new data. Always look at the new data. Be up to date information on it, because you'll find it. it won't. The Max wouldn't. I wouldn't have been able to make 2 Max reports on 2 completely different airlines if it wasn't safe. Okay. The only reason those trip reports exist on my channel is because it's been checked over, rechecked over, and triple checked and probably quadruply checked over by the manufacturers at Boeing to ensure it doesn't happen again with the software fix. So I'm not saying that because I'm biased. No, I just did my research. That's all. There's UK, but Maxes, they have 2 additional sensors instead of 1. So if one sensor is faulty, so this is the whole issue why it crashed, because the sensor was faulty. That's bad data. But if you've got 2 extra sensors on the Max, if one goes down, you've got 2 reliable ones, or if 2 happen to go down, you've got 1 more reliable one. Instead of counting on 1 on one side and 1, you know, you've got more sensors, more redundancy, and redundancy is safety, isn't it? So again, that's new data that's been published, so always look at the new data. That's all I'm saying. Don't look at the old data and then make a silly comment. Look at new data, assess it, read it, do as much as you can to understand it, and then it'll save me a lot of stress having to reply to silly comments. That's all I'm saying. I don't know why I'm saying it in the middle of this. They're never going to watch this. If you can't read smart, intelligent, up-to-date, comprehensive, detailed information on new data, they're definitely not going to be able to watch this. I'm wasting my life. I didn't mean I wouldn't fly on a plane with MCAS. Where are you? We are over, I would say, we're just kind of approaching Florida. We're kind of hugging the coastline between Philadelphia and Florida, kind of way. I'm assuming someone wants to join me. Yeah, we're just approaching the kind of this. It's like an archipelago, isn't it? Isn't it islands or something? I don't know. There's an airport down there. We are just cruising over. Where are we? KMKS. So that airport. Kind of around there. A few lakes and stuff. Just hugging the coast. That's where we are. Yeah, sorry if I've upset anyone, but some things have to be said. And if I've put all the information into a report to teach and educate people, and all I'm getting is silly comments, you know, wasting my time on and wasting my time making an informative, detailed report for people who are just putting silly comments and they're not reading anything in the video. They're just using the video as like, ooh, a platform to say silly things. I don't know. It's like protesting in a way, isn't it? It's protesting or making claims that the plane is not safe. But all I'm saying is, what I will agree with is, they should never have let it fly with that faulty system on it. Never, ever, ever. That is something that shocked me. I actually did think it was something to do with Lion Air. I actually thought, oh god, maybe maybe it was a rogue or something or whatever with a new type of aircraft in 2018. I remember I literally thought, oh god. Oh, T's here, just a minute. Yeah, CM was right, it was pepperoni pizza. I don't know where he went. But yeah, in 2018 I do remember thinking, oh god, maybe it was a rogue or something, or someone who, some sort of, I don't know, hacking or whatever, or some sort of attempt of suicide. I actually thought it was that. Until the second one happened, and I was like, oh god, Max. But as soon as the reports started to come out,
120.85 for JetBlue
this is where it all
321.
comes from, this is what it stems from, you see.
Washington Center,
I was like, oh
JetBlue
god,
321 flight level
can't believe
350.
this. You know, 'cause I've always looked up to Boeing, and I still do. I've always loved their aircraft, and to hear on the news and everywhere that they've made a plane that's dangerous, I was like almost heartbroken. I was like, oh my god, what the hell are they doing? So I will say that. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. But all the people who must on the party, it's not just setting for families and stuff. They've lost their loved ones. It's like for the pilots that had flown it before the MCAS situation was really figured out what it could do to the plane. The pilots who had flown it before the software updates, you know, that must be like really, really like, I don't know. That must have really upset them that. Yeah, that they would lie to pilots and stuff like that. Flown the MAX before the crashes. That must be like really demeaning. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if you switched. The system that you don't trust. You don't know the ins and outs of. Like the manufacturers know the ins and outs. Are you gonna buy the PMDG? Yeah. You could help towards the fund though, I suppose. If you want to see me do something, it will always be nice if people chipped in. Just saying. Now I'm gonna have this pizza. I'm gonna go quiet for a bit and enjoy. I've still got the Heathrow fund. I need to update that. Let's have a little look at it. Ended how many days ago? ended a month ago, and we have actually reached 30. So I'm going to Heathrow. I'm going to update it. Maybe make a PMDG fund or something where people can raise a certain amount or something. I think that's a good idea. It's not forceful, but me relying that everyone chips in. Yeah. Can we have some ASMR? Yeah, sure. What, I've eaten? God no, you can listen to the plane. See, in 10 minutes I'm just gonna eat my tea, shut up, and you can enjoy the flight because it's quite a long one. So see you in a second. Right, I'm back. Sorry, I was having my tea. That's what was going on. Should have put a post or something or pinned it. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm just amazed how quickly the viewers drop off, that's all. That's the disturbing thing though, people can't like hold on. People can't, if I say I'm going, they just can't do it. I don't know, people's attention span is just getting so dreadful. You know what I mean? Don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah.
126.75 for JetBlue Tree 21.
There we go. It's a bit better.
Jacksonville Center, JetBlue Tree 21
But,
flight
oh
level
no, it's
350.
not right, is it? Can't even move the camera. It's on showcase or something. No, it's because I'm still in the cockpit as well. In the plane. Needs to be external, like that. There we go, sorted, we're good. I'm just amazed how quickly people, boom, you know, will drop like flies. It's crazy. It's sad, really. Well, it's not my fault. Oh dear. Yeah, should be arriving in the next probably hour or something. Try to go as fast as possible. Yeah. Condensation from that bottle. Yeah, so we're kind of hugging the coast right now. I don't know why my mods haven't checked in either. I think I'm going to have a little word with them. Right, okay. So, Florida is here. And then all over the sea for about a good probably 20 minutes or something or so. Or 30. We should be arriving in about an hour. Oh shit. In about an hour, I'd say. Yeah, just about an hour, I'd say. So, 30 minutes past 11. Something like that. We'll see. I don't know if anyone's got the notifications, that's the thing. It's kind of really crazy this, you know, one person watching and the flight sim. It's just like, people ask for it and then they don't even tune in. It's like, I don't know, schoolies. No, I definitely advertised it. This happens though in the airport streams though with Manchester, you know, my mods say they're gonna mod and then they just go, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know, suit yourself. Okay. Now we're doing well, we're getting a good pace on that, I'd say. Live for about an hour and 42. There we go. Checking everything. Here's my setup. Do we still need wing lights on in the day? I think we do. Beacon light, strobe light, runway turn lights that go off. Taxiway lights off. Seat belts, yeah. All good. Yeah, all good. Cool. Where did Space Podcasts go as well? You know, what's going on there? Why has he left? Who knows? If you're going, please tell me you're going. You know, I'm not saying it's like school, but I just think I would always tell someone if I was going, so they don't think. Because then, of course, you've got the whole thing there with a bit of miscommunication. If someone's gone, you think, ooh, is my chat loading? Is my chat behind or something like that? So you end up having that problem. So I think it's always good if people tell you if they're gone or not, but really not in this case. In any case at all. I'm not being an arse, but I'm just saying, you know, what I would expect. Right. Yeah, it's Florida down there, or just approaching Florida. It's getting a bit more tropical. Now batteries, we don't need. Yeah, seems to be lasting okay. That's the thing though, when I'm like this, I might as well just turn my controller off because I'm just wasting battery, aren't I? Battery life. Do that. And just only turn the controller on when I really need to, because otherwise I'm just wasting the light. You'd be surprised how much power that light consumes. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Or if you're playing flight sim, just turn off your controllers if you've got it on autopilot. Seriously? I'm going to start doing that actually. Yeah, definitely. Could save probably a whole lot of charge and stuff. Yeah, I mean I've got a charging rig, which sometimes works. It depends how they're aligned. If you move it like I don't know, a tiny amount, it doesn't charge, so it's plastic, isn't it? It doesn't work very well. That's what Amazon recommends, you know. If Amazon recommends something, you should always go with it. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy amount of plastic that's in electronics now. You know, it's got aluminium legs as tripod, man. Light tripod, a key light, but yeah. All the bits that could break are plastic, of course, which isn't very good. You know, the head on it, the clips to clamp the leg, that's all plastic. Because over time, like maybe 20 years, 30 years, the plastic will just like crack and stuff, and you'll go to interact with it and it will just like, plastic will just fall to pieces. Yeah. And there'll be cracks around where the screws are as well, and those cracks will propagate and, you know, get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like a hole, isn't it? Like a pothole in the road. Little crack or whatever, or something that's been damaged, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. My tripod at the airport's fine, but again, the little things you twist, they're plastic as well, which I don't always like. I had a few occasions where I've screwed them the wrong way and they've come off. No, because it's plastic, just because I'm stupid, but you know, just the interaction with the plastic, it's just like, oh god, yeah, here we go again. Don't know if it's gonna bloody fall to pieces in my hand. Yeah, the issue. Right, okay, we're going as fast as we can. Oh yeah, the controller's off. It's like, why isn't the controller working? So see, yeah, we're going as fast as we can. I don't know if we could go a little bit higher, maybe. There we go. We'll go a bit higher. There we go. Reach for the stars, mate. Let's go for 39. Say 39. Reset the autopilot. Definitely make sure it's following our command. So I'm looking at the Boeing yoke at the moment. I've had nights on end where I just haven't slept at all, just deciding if I'm going to get the Airbus one. Because the Airbus one is about £100 cheaper, or £100 less, and the Boeing one is like £100 dearer. Because of course with the Airbus one and the Boeing one, you're both getting like the licensed product from the different manufacturers. But I just think having a yoke, it'd feel like more I'm flying, you know. But I'm thinking of having like a camera as well. I don't know, maybe a camera. Don't know where I'd have it. I think I've got a monopod somewhere, like a tripod, really small tripod, like a monopod. I'm pretty sure I have got one. Yeah, I have in my bag. Actually, this came with one. This key light came with one. Let me just try and find it, because I can attach my GoPro onto that. And because I'll have the yoke like round my lap area. You know, it's like a yoke cam when I'm landing, and they're incorporated into the stream video. I think that'd be good. Just let me find it. Where are you? Where are you? Don't know where it is. Lost it. Probably sold it on eBay. trying to find it. Yeah. There we go. I've found it. Yeah, so what I'll just do is I can attach my GoPro wherever that is. Here we go. Give us a minute. Can't find my GoPro. Oh shit. Crap, forget that. Going too high. Yeah, we're losing speed. Look at it. Look at this. Is what it does over the Airbus. We're going too high. Right, we need to start going down. Don't know why it's doing that. I never told it to do that. Just doing all the wrong stuff. Okay. Should correct itself now. Knows it's doing something bad. Oh, where is the damn thing? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look at shit. Anyway, yeah. Basically, what the point is, when I get this yoke and quadrants, I can just attach my GoPro to this little mini tripod, which I got with my light as well. It's called a front. Front. I have it at the front. The front. So I know where to put it as well. It comes with a little. Does this go up? Come on, we're talking about value for money here. It's £30 and I've got a little tripod with it. I don't know if it goes up. I don't think it does. Does that not go up? No. I'll probably break it now. Yeah, it's just a little. Look at that. So it's like a tiny little tripod. I just put my GoPro on that, and that'll be able to focus on my my yoke when I've got it. But it's a £300 investment, so yeah, it's one of those. But again, probably worth it. But yeah, little mini monopod. Not that I needed it. I've already got one. Got a Manfrotto one, which is probably worse than this. But that's Manfrotto, isn't it? But yeah, it's nice. Folds away quite nicely. Nicer than the Manfrotto one. God, yeah. Manfrotto one's like a car crash. Putting that one away. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's attached to GoPro onto that. Put it back now. Try and find where it came from. I didn't mess it. Yep. Sorted. Okay. I don't even know where we are now. So yeah, that's just a little idea when I've got it. Just attached to hook up, link up the GoPro with it. With the setup and stuff. See what happens. I don't know what I was doing there. I'd set it to go to 39 and it was exceeding it. It was going to 42. And I was losing speed as well. I was about to stall. It just doesn't listen. It just overrides everything. I find it just causes you to have. So it creates more problems than it solves. You know what I mean? I want to cruise a bit faster. So what's it do? It ends up making me almost go into a little stall there. It wouldn't, because as it would stall, it would nose would go down, and I would end up gaining back my speed and a bit of lift. So you know, it's just still not good to put in that situation. I don't know if this is based off real design. I wouldn't know if you flew an Airbus and you told it to go to 39,000 feet and then the vertical, you trimmed it, vertical speed control. I don't know if it would meet it there or just exceed it and just keep going higher and higher and higher. Because you would kind of hope that these two were linked, as these two arrows are almost indicating that they're married. I don't know, but we'd never know, would we? Definitely wouldn't know if it was a Max. Because the designers wouldn't tell us. Deary me. And that's that Cancun. Oh, bottle more like. Yeah, we're doing well. Don't know where everyone's gone. I think it's because it's a Friday night, but everyone goes out on a Friday night. I can't do it Wednesday night. I used to do flight sim on Sunday and Wednesday, because Sunday was a school day and Wednesday was a school day as well. Well, not, sorry, a school night. I just thought, oh, Friday. I'll be too tired on Saturday to do the stream in the evening because of the airport run and everything. But yeah, no. I don't know what it takes anymore. I'm not giving up, I'm just a bit fed up with trying and then getting fuck all in return. So, sorry, I shouldn't have said that, I'll take that back. Okay. I don't expect too much from people as well. I think that's another little fault with me. I think I expect a little bit too much, but yeah, anyway, maybe. That's a problem with me, I don't know. Now listen to me going on like a little old man, like unhappy with someone who's not exceeded something, or what am I going to do like when I'm 50 as well? Got children or whatever, and you failed your GCSE? It's like your whole life thrown away. Why'd I bother having you? Why'd I put all that effort into making you? And then you turn out to be a right scrope. Not getting your GCSE. You're not going to get it in college. No, because they won't even accept you with those grades. I mean, I'll be so demeaning as well, because I'm such a demeaning person. I'm not just mean, I'm bloody spiteful. Right, yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, we are going 460 now. I don't know why it went to 42. I'd set it to 39, but yeah, that was close. That was high. It was going higher than I thought it would go. I thought it would, changing this vertical speed control would allow it to reach that quicker, catch it quicker. What it decided to do instead was go to 42, and obviously it was going to go even higher, and it wasn't. It was just ignoring this, which isn't great. But I suppose something to do with the simulator. I'm sure for real Airbus wouldn't do that. I would hope it wouldn't anyway. It needs to be someone who like really tries out this stuff, like how it would manage with. I mean, I'm sure they thoroughly think things through and all the circumstances that could occur. I'm sure they do, but I always find it interesting how the Boeing manages it. And because if you tell the speed to go up on a Boeing or down, you see the thrust levers go, you know, they move. But with an Airbus, they stay there, you know, which is more dangerous, but it's the way it is. Same with training. If you're training on an Airbus, you can't feel what the other pilot's doing on this side because it's not force feedback, whereas a yoke, well, I don't think I need to explain. You know, you feel exactly, you know, they're exactly the same. I think the cat's been naughty. It tried to swipe for me before as well. Female cat, you know what they're like. If you've got one. Yeah. Bipolar. We've all got bipolar. 1 minute fine, next minute they're going for you. Oh yeah, I know all too well. All too well. I've never landed at Cancun. My Uncle Dave's got a video of him taking off from Cancun on the Dreamliner. You can't see the wing or anything, or the engine, because they were literally premium economy right at the front. So they could see the engine, but not on video. So I might make that as a short. So I've got to probably ask him. You know, I'm like, I'll ask him about 20 times, and definitely check he wants it on YouTube. And even though you can't even see him or hear him, it could literally be anyone, but still. I always like to make sure. I mean, my bloody Survival Island videos, when they've done the plane animation stuff, I've had to delay them because I haven't heard back from people, like channels and stuff, where I've used the sound and stuff. I've just put it in. I've been waiting for, you know, creators to get back to me to say, yeah, you can use it, you know. In the end, I just give up. I just think, right, screw it. You know, I'll deal with the consequences later. Consequences never come, but yeah, it's just like spend my life waiting for people. I mean, they're not entitled to bloody reply, but I'm just saying, yeah, if I'm going to use someone's footage, I'd at least expect a reply within 2 days. You know, not like, you know, never. Yeah. But if I'm using their footage, I suppose that's my fault, isn't it? Just like sound and stuff and other things, people who probably are just a ground operational person and we just happen to record a really good sound that I like, and they probably don't even interact with YouTube, just on that one occasion they just happen to upload a video and go off it and never come on it again. You know what I mean? I'm expecting a reply from that sort of guy who, yeah, just uploaded it, just happens to upload it. But yeah, that's the thing now, with Survival Island edits, I use my own sound. Sometimes I use it from this game, I use it from my previous trip reports and stuff, but I always make sure if I'm going to use it from anyone who's not me, I always make sure to ask them or email them directly and say, hey, I'm making a video, can I use some of the, can I detach some of the audio and use it in my edit and stuff. And sometimes it's a yes, but sometimes I just don't get a reply. I've never had a no, but I've always sometimes thought, oh, maybe they aren't actually the owner and they don't know, and they just decide to ignore it. I don't know. Really difficult one when you might be dealing with someone who's footage, but it's not actually their footage kind of thing. You know what I mean? So they don't actually know what to do, so they just don't reply. Yeah. Survival Island issue though. Yeah, I'm flying 777X, so I don't know when I'm going to get the sounds from that, because no one's ever really recorded sounds of those GE9Xs from inside, have they? So I'm going to have to get a bit creative. Maybe use a Dreamliner and maybe overlap it with G90 sounds or something. Maybe a hint of GNX and G90, I don't know. I'm editing the video at the moment. Well, I've just started early October. Anyway, from early October to late October it will come out. Yeah, flying 777X in Minecraft. You actually get the 777X livery on the 777-300 in this game, so you can't get the 777X before anyone starts thinking, oh, we've got a 777X in Flight Sim. No, it's just the Boeing house liveries that are applied to the 777X, but it's on the 777-300 model in the game, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's kind of one of those. It's like kind of putting a Starburst wrapper over a Malteser's bar kind of thing, you know. It's like kind of tricking. It's a good way to explain that, actually. That's exactly what it's like. It's not the end product inside, but it's convincing, you know what I mean? So you look at, yeah, no, inspect it closely. Yeah, that's a really good way of explaining it. Oh, not really, it's a very cringy way of explaining it. Look at this, this is boredom, this, talking about absolute rubbish. Some of you guys give me sense. Oh god. Yeah, man, good. Dave flew. He said he saw Mel at Miami and stuff, and the airport and everything when he flew over. Well, coming back, he was sat on the left, going out. Sat on the left, coming back. So he would have seen Miami on the left, coming back. And on the way going out, you would have just seen the Atlantic. Just oversea for ages. Never flown to America. You oversea for ages. Hours and hours. Go over Liverpool, fly to Manchester, go over Liverpool, see Wirral, and then you're over the Irish Sea, you see Ireland, and then you just oversea for hours and land. And he said, I think I've only ever experienced jet lag once when I was very young, but you kind of experience jet lag in waves. You think, oh, you're fine, and the next minute you're like really tired, and it affects your sleep and everything. I can't really remember it like that, but I was very young when I had jet lag. But he said it's like, ooh, it affects your eating, it affects your mood, even your hearing. You feel like you're not there. I've had that though, but yeah, worst thing you can do is sleep though. If you come back to the UK or vice versa, it's the worst thing you can do is sleep. Their time. It's oh sorry, sleep your time, sorry. Since you're live, can you tell us how tall are you? So I can quantify your leg room. Flights. How tall am I? 5'9". Yeah. Medium, really. I suppose you should put that in reports, shouldn't I? There's no point me saying, oh, leg room's fine, because some people it'll be really bad. I'm not going to say something stupid like, oh, that's self-inflicted, because some people are just born tall. A bit like being born into a royal family. No. But yeah, I suppose you should put that into trip reports. But then it can almost seem like I'm blaming the airline. You know, if I'm someone like 6'7" or 6'2" and say the legroom's terrible, I'm almost like I'm blaming the airline there, because the airline would probably just argue, well, you know, people come in all shapes and sizes. So I think with my trip reports, I just try and keep it very, just like modest, just like, oh, legroom was fine. For me, I would always be able to tell if a legroom was dry. I would say most flights I'm on, I think if you were 6 foot, you would manage. But if you were 7 foot, something stupid, you wouldn't. But if, for example, maybe I don't know, Jet2's A321neos, yeah, I can imagine someone who's 6 foot struggling in those toilets. That's why I did put a bit of information in that trip report, like, oh god, if you're 6 foot, or you may, I'll just say you may struggle. But I don't like to put things like if you're a big person, because then it almost seems like I'm having a go at people who might be on the bigger side, you know. So I just say it can be a bit cramped, and people can kind of work out for themselves. Like, oh god, you know, fat lads, not as tall as the door, but god, I probably am. So, you know, visual reference kind of thing. But I think I just leave it out of it. But I could suppose say if you're 6 foot, you may struggle, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm always thinking of improving the trip reports. That's the thing. I'm 6'2", so only 34 inches is comfy. 34 inches, right? Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? The airlines. It's not the plane makers though. If you're gonna blame the manufacturers for having terrible legroom, you're blaming the wrong people. It's not the manufacturers who decide how much legroom there should be. It's the airlines that choose that. But I think over time you will see better legroom because people are getting bigger, and you'll definitely see more narrow airplane. I don't think you'll have narrow airplanes like the A321neo in about 20 years time. I reckon you'll have something that's just a bit more narrow than a wide, than not like a 767, but really close in terms of width. So you have something that's a little bit wider than the 75, 73, A321. You'll have a cabin that's almost like a universal, so it's not ultra wide, it's not a wide body, it's not a narrow body, it's somewhere in between, I reckon, in the future. And I reckon most planes will go for that instead of narrow, wide, narrow, wide. I reckon you'll have something that's, I don't know, if just shows what's perfect. Maybe better leg room, I don't know. They were going back in time. I know, I reckon they'll do that though. I reckon they'll make an airliner that will have like a medium-sized cabin, not, you know, I don't know what the seating configuration would be. I don't know if it'd be, you know, because then there's the whole thing of it being off balance, and the seating configuration's a bit different, but, you know, slightly. I don't know, whatever. Maybe 222 or something, not sure. Oh, here he is. I rocked up the street to the stream. Oh, I can't read tonight, I'm pissed. I rocked up to the stream with Sam, saying it's not ultra wide. Easy, mate. I do think in the future, though, I reckon they will have planes that won't have a wide cabin. They won't have a narrow cabin. They'll have something in the middle. Seriously, like 222, something in the middle. And I'll probably just call it like universal cabin or something like that. I just think they'll have like a very medium-sized cabin, not like narrow like it is now, or wide. I reckon I'll have something in between, in the middle. I do think they will have something like that. And probably engines that without casing, that will be open fan or something like that. I don't think they'll ever go to electric, but I reckon they'll have something that's very efficient. And yeah, probably aeroplanes that all look the same, even more than now, but just with different lengths and stuff. I don't think they'll decide to go. Yeah, it'll be very sterile over the future, you know. Middle seat was almost 19 inches wide. Yeah, if you're a giant, you can't help you, sorry. Yeah, I suppose it is difficult if you've got, you know, something meaningful to attend to and you've got crap leg room. Yeah, you know, that could be an issue, you know, it could affect your whole day. I know that I didn't find Jet2's A321neos very comfortable. Seriously, I didn't find that very comfortable. I found it very cramped. Very cramped. I was sat next to a baby as well. How small are babies? How small are you, Simon? You're a baby. Yeah, but they're tiny, aren't they? And that's like, yeah. It wasn't my baby, it was just a very quiet baby. It was the quietest baby ever. Never cried. I was like, oh, get in, this is a really good trip report. I had a big baby, yeah, a really big 2-year-old, yeah. Yeah, a 2-year-old's now a baby, apparently. Yeah, Uncle Dave enjoyed Mexico, he told me all about it. He said the Americans spoilt it on the last day because they were too busy being rude and loud, and they were affecting karaoke and stuff, and karaoke was delayed, and they were the Americans or something. They have no, I'm sure this is just like people on holiday who just want to enjoy themselves, but apparently in the restaurant, what they do, the Americans, you know how we say please and thank you and everything, well, apparently the Americans, they just, waiter comes along, they just have their arm out of a plate on it and just say omelette, omelette, you know what I mean? Like they're so below them. Omelette. Oh, terrible that, isn't it? Apparently that's what they're like. Yeah, all on the beach as well. Yeah. And then you've got all the pissheads, the Scottish pissheads, who are like pulling iguanas' tails and stuff and playing with monkeys and everything. Yeah. Don't know. They don't really, all they care about is drink or whatever. I've seen them in Mallorca. Yeah, they're pretty crazy. And the Germans as well, drunk Germans. Yeah, they hate the British though. I tried to talk to one. and he just said, "Go away, British." Remember who won the war? Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like fun. Oh yeah, he's kind of happy he was going on the last day, because the Americans are being annoying. Yeah, apparently that's just a thing. The Scottish people were pulling iguanas' tails and being nasty. Some little baby monkey had lost its mum, and the Americans were like all around it and taking pictures of it, and the monkey didn't want to know. So yes, and apparently in Mexico also, this is what they don't show you on TUI, on the TUI site. We're on the way to the hotel. On the right, it's all like coast and stuff, and then on the left, it's just all like shacks and stuff and like poverty, all poverty. And when you go down to your resort, shacks, poverty, you know, people who are really struggling. And then you turn a corner, and then there's this massive gate with like a security guard with a rifle. Like the gate is like probably 2 times the height of my room or my house. Guy with a rifle, and the gate just opens and then it closes. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, the difference between you and them. You know, I wouldn't like that, to think that I'm somewhere where there's such like poverty, and then I'm getting all this like privileged service. You know, it just doesn't seem right, that. Yeah, so that's something about Mexico that I would watch out for. The difference between you and them. And he was saying that, like, yeah, all these like shacks and stuff and like slums, and then the next minute this big gate opens and then you're locked in. Yeah, it's a bit like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, strange. The Bahamas are the same. Yeah, I think with Mexico and round there, my nan and granddad went to Jamaica and they nearly went off somewhere or something or whatever, and they were in the back of a cab, and all the windows, we didn't have windows. No, we just didn't have windows, just cars, none, all smashed and stuff and everything. And yeah, kind of crazy. I suppose Tenerife's like that as well. If you go up to the hills and stuff, I suppose it's all like strange and everything, really weird and everything. I don't know. Yeah. How soon to arrival? I'd say another maybe 30 minutes. I think I wanted to land at 30 minutes past 11, so we'll see if I'm on time. I don't know. I'm trying to get speed on. We've lost a bit of speed because the plane failed before. So yeah, top aviation. Everyone's here now. Yeah, there we are. Cancun. Or Cancun. Oopsie. Tell me if you've been to Cancun, guys. I haven't. Uncle Dave has. He's been everywhere though. He enjoyed it. Apparently the landing was really bad, he said, the landing at Manchester. And Cancun airport's a bit strange, he said it's really run down. And when they landed, they were all like these like really old planes, you know, without like wheels and stuff, just like almost like smashed into the ground. It was like a graveyard, almost like a rubbish tip for planes. Scrapyard. So I don't know. That would affect your the reality of a place compared to the, you see all the pictures online. I suppose this is for anywhere. You just look at the bloody Jet2 adverts and advertise it like, you're on your own and no one else is going to be in that pool swimming. So gullible. But yeah, if you're going to go to Mexico, yeah, just watch out if you're going, apparently, because it's, I wouldn't say it's strange. We had a really, really good time, like an excellent time, and on the flights as well. But apparently the TUI crew couldn't. They absolutely made it for them. You know, they made that holiday. It's the making of it. Couldn't have done enough. I suppose that's where TUI are probably quite good on the long haul stuff now, but yeah, I don't know. Only heard a bit of it. I was too busy bloody drinking. Trying to, you know, text Muppets on my Discord and tell them I'm drinking and go away. I'm out having a. What did I have last night? Chicken shashliks. I could choose the sauce. I could have Balti sauce on it, spicy red sauce. I didn't want that. I chose vegetable sauce, and it was actually quite nice. I felt sick this morning, a bit sickly this morning though, because of the heat. I'd say the heat and everything going on, and I had a bit too much to drink last night as well. I can't remember the walk home at all. Just can't remember that. So yeah, it's a good night though. It was really good. You know, I can't remember half of it. For some reason, I can remember being in the Tandoori. I can remember being in the Beagle, the alcohol place, the alcohol park, I call it. But I can't remember walking between the Tandoori and the bar. I can't remember that. And I can't remember walking home with my dad. So I can't remember being on foot, but I can remember when I was sat down and drinking and communicating and talking about stuff, music stuff, you know, but I just can't remember getting from one place to another. It's like it just kind of faded around before I just left the table, and then all of a sudden it was like this skip to, oh, I was in the restaurant. I've never been like that before, so I must have drank quite a bit, but I wanted to, because, you know. How much did you drink? Too much. Enough for me to forget walking home. All I remember was hearing the traffic lights, someone crossing the road, and I was like, ooh, and I think I said something to someone, like, ooh, something. And I was saying, why are the traffic lights making that noise this time of night? And my dad was saying, they always do. If someone clicks the button to cross the road, it always makes that noise. I was saying, that's really antisocial, or something like that. You know, just because it was beep, beep, beep. Oh, stupid. I can't remember. Complained about the traffic lights. It was right outside someone's house or something. I said they should turn that off at night. Turn off the traffic lights going beep, 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 beep when someone crosses the road. They can't even be bothered filling in the potholes. How could they be bothered doing that, the council? Oh dear. I find it funny when they start advertising on people's houses with those big billboards in Liverpool. KFC! Right outside someone's house. I'll take that. I'm back. Still talking about traffic lights, I see. Where did you go? Tell me when you're going, please, because I know where you are then. No, but you're not doing anything you shouldn't. Are we still going? I think we're still moving. Oh, I must be stupid. Yeah, I'm live tomorrow. Don't expect me to be live, but I probably won't be able to get up. What sort of landing I'll make? Dog's dinner. Yeah, it's across this ocean. Quite a way, isn't it? I don't think we'll be landing at 30 minutes. We'll see. I'm trying to go as fast as. Yeah, 59. I buggered off to the vast expense of social media. What? How dare you? You're a moderator. Not a joke. Not a joke. You moderate for a joke though. I've been getting some silly comments, Simon. Really silly comments. Someone on the TUI trip report said that the picture quality was blurry, right? I don't know how you worked that one out. So I said, can you tell me where it was blurry? And they haven't replied. They've seen it. I know they've seen it. But they haven't told me something. Or whatever. And then someone said, I really love your videos. And you know, at the start of a trip report when someone ran past me and I said, they're in a hurry. well, someone said they loved my videos, but they found me a letdown or something when that I'd accused someone for running past me or barging past me, even though it's something along the lines of. Do you want me to read it to you right now? So at the start of the trip report, I ran. So this couple ran past us. Said, "What, missed their flight?" I can't even find the message now. I think I deleted it. But it's just something along the lines of, "Love your videos. Found it a shame that you accused people at the start running past you that they were in a hurry, even though you do the same, like people aren't existent or there or something." I'm sorry, this person wasn't even there at Ibiza Airport, this person who commented on the video. This couple ran past because they obviously missed their flight or whatever, and they actually brushed my dad. Not brushed him, brushed his hair. Oh god, they even had time to brush his hair. No, they knocked his shoulder with their big bloody Spanish bag. And yeah, and I just thought, how pathetic. The only thing they can say or point fingers at is me accusing someone for being in a rush, and this person seems to think that I barge past people and run like that as well. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay, I walk fast and I do cut through little corners and duty free, but I don't run past people and barge past people like that. So I don't know how they worked that one out. It's just like, ooh, this is actually quite a good video, but I can't actually find something negative to say, so I'm just gonna. What a snowflake as well, you know what I mean? What an absolute weirdo. Accusing. The only thing they can accuse me for is for mentioning that someone was in a hurry. Like, people get offended by that now, that I'm accusing someone for being in a hurry. First of all, why the hell is this person who was commenting on my video upset on some stranger's behalf, who they don't even know? They just saw the backs of these people running away from us from the camera. Why are they upset on their behalf? Do they know them or something? And if they do, how could they bloody recognise them from that bloody pace? It's retarded. It's stupid. They're upset on someone else's behalf if you don't even know, but they saw it on a video. Oh my god. This is the point. Oh, I'm not making any more trip reports. You can sod off. Yeah. I've had some stupid comment. Oh yeah, I think they're all out. I think they've been let out or something, Simon. I'm not sure. Sorry anyway, Sam. I didn't realise that I was the only mod online. Yeah, I don't know where the others have buggered off to. CM didn't tell me. Airside just fucked off. Don't know where the others went. I don't really care, to be honest, where the others went. Nah, I regret that tomorrow morning, but oh well. It's fine now, isn't it? It's the heat. Yeah, it probably is. Oh, it just makes me chuckle. It winds me up. Because if that's the only thing, and then there's all these bloody people that are going on about the Max and saying the Max is the death machine and that I shouldn't have flown on it, and they're reading out of date information and out of date comprehensive material from like 4 years ago when the plane was actually dangerous to fly. You know, things like, why are you flying the death machine? And even on like my trip report where I flew the 737-800, some guy said, why are you flying, I don't know why you'd fly the death machine. Sorry, I just replied, we don't have any planes that are death machines. There are no death machines flying in the industry. And second of all, this was the 737-800, not the Max. You know what I mean? It's just like, you just hear, they're just twisted by the news. They're just taking their strange opinions on what they've unfortunately read on the news and just using my video as like a way just to almost like protest that Boeing are a terrible company and that I shouldn't fly the Max and that I've flown on something really dangerous. You know, just read the new data, read the new comprehensive information. But these people don't. They just go onto my video and just say, ooh, the Max is really dangerous. If they hadn't designed that bloody MCAS system, people would still be alive now. We all know that, don't we? But yeah, it's just silly, isn't it? It's really childish. I found a lot of people in the aviation have a little zero knowledge. Love to express it on. Oh yeah, I know. Strange. I just found it funny that this person who'd accused me for saying something silly, like, oh, this person cutting past us in the beefer. Why? How could you get upset on someone else's behalf that you don't even know and make a comment? Like, wouldn't you have any? This person doesn't have any self-awareness of just how silly their comment looks. So I'm assuming they're either very, very young, or I don't know, they've been let out or something, or they've, I don't know, they've been, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe a bit not right up here. I really don't know. It makes me laugh though. But it's not funny because I just think, oh, the effort I've put into that video and going there and booking it and everything and making the video of it, and I'm getting silly comments like that. It doesn't upset me, but it just makes me think, God, who am I actually making these damn videos for? A bunch of idiots that don't know what they're talking about. You know, seems like 60% of the comments are silly and stupid, and it's just like, you know. I just think people don't think things through. They don't think of, oh God. Yeah, they're not reading. Well, that's it though. They're not reading the new information about the Max. But that comment about someone being upset on somebody's behalf, they accused me for saying in my video that someone had. Well, I said, oh, they're in a rush. And they got upset from me saying someone was in a rush, even though, but basically they were making out that I'm an idiot because I'm saying to somebody or on a video that they've just cut in from us. They've just basically run straight past us and almost knocked us over with the haste of speed they're going at, and that, oh, but you do that, Sam, you do that, you do that. Well, how do they know I do that? How do they know that I do what they did when you can't even see me in my own trip reports of what I'm doing? I just weave past people. I don't run. Oh, it's just silly. It really is. I told my dad and he said, oh, how pathetic is that? How pathetic. And it is pathetic. And I'm going to stop talking about it now. I don't know why I'm giving these people a spotlight, because they clearly don't deserve it. Dear. Anyway, yeah, so most of the comments are really good. It's just, at the moment, it's just a bit of a funny spell, isn't it? I do think it might be the weather, or maybe it's people are back to school or back in work and they're a little bit upset or something, or they might not be happy, so they see something on YouTube and they decide to express it all there or something. I don't know, where the bosses can't see it. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on, but some very, very strange comments. And very comments that just haven't. They've just not. You can just always tell when they haven't been thought through. They've just typed it and just gone. Yeah, that's what I mean. Send. You know what I mean? And they haven't really thought of the consequences, or well, not consequences, not being punished, but people are allowed to say what they want at the end of the day. But you know, just at the end of the day, I am looking at it and thinking to myself, what on earth do you mean? You know, you've clearly been able to navigate yourself onto YouTube and type and worked out how to use a keyboard. But what on earth do you mean? What are you referring to? Where have you got your information from? And how did you work that one out? Well, look, it's coming night now. That came around fast, didn't it? I can't hear myself. I sound like a weird goblin. I sound like a disabled goblin. A disabled goblin. Right, we should be there soon, guys, don't worry. I had pizza tonight, gobbled it all up off camera. Hi Sam, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just reading out some silly comments. Because it's funny. It is quite funny. Yeah. I'm fine. I'm live tomorrow at Manchester. I'm going to try and focus on the panning. I know last week it was a bit bad because I can't talk and pan at the same time. I just can't. I really struggle with it. Because I'm trying to be polite and listen to what this person next to me is saying. But at the same time, like, oh God, oh, that Lufthansa's just taken off, you know. I don't really want to be that guy who's panning and someone's saying, you know, give me informative information. I'm going, yeah, because there's nothing worse than that, is it? There's nothing worse than that. Yeah, I'll turn my controller off. Don't need to. Always silly comments out there. I'll take it at heart, as I know you do. There we go. I wouldn't say I get upset easily. I just get frustrated because I spend a long time making videos, so I think if you look at it from that point of view, it's a bit more like, you know, if you'd worked really hard on a piece of art. Because you spent maybe like, I don't know, 12 hours on a piece of art, and someone walks in and goes, ugh, really unneat. Oh, you've painted the borders. Ooh, this is rubbish. I can't even make out what it is. You know what I mean? How you would feel pretty pissed off. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I am. I'm like, oh, that's really irritating. That. It's funny, but at the same time, it's like, who are making these videos for? You know? Oh yeah, how's your back, Simon? God, is your back to normal? Oh, that's awful. just as bad as those comments, lot, aren't they? You try physiotherapy? I don't know what. Don't listen to what I'm recommending. I probably don't even know what it is. It's slowly getting there. That must be a pain in the arse. I've had it all. Have you had the thing where they put like pins in your back and everything, or to relieve the tension or whatever? Where they put like pins or something in your back. I don't know. Pins. It's probably not what it's called. Pins. I don't know what it is. Oh, I don't know. How long have I been live for? 2 hours and a half. Acupuncture, that's it. Yes. See, my dad had it because he used to lift heavy speakers and stuff in the 80s when he used to have a band, and my Uncle Dave used to do all the guitar and all that rubbish tuning and everything, setting everything up and changing strings. And my dad would be like loading massive speakers and stuff into places and then taking it into a car, taking it back home, and then 24 hours later taking it out of his house in the car, setting it up, taking it back into the car, you know. And that's how not now, but every now and again he says to me, my back's gone. And it's not to the point where he can't walk, but it takes him a good maybe 10 seconds to get up, and it's from lifting heavy loads. Don't know what I'm talking about that. Yeah, acupuncture. Don't let Liz do it. Pins in your back. To explain things. I make it sound like absolute torture, don't I? I wouldn't be a very good like physiotherapist, would I? Basically, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put pins in. We're gonna put little knives in your back. Yeah, I wouldn't be a very good doctor. someone's saying to me, oh, I've got this headache and it won't go away. And I'm saying to them, oh, I think I've got that as well. Do you think it might be really, really bad? End of an AI. What have you done to deserve that, though? I mean, the back. Didn't you say you... nerve damage? That's a trapped nerve, though, surely, if it's nerve damage. Oh, I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm clueless. I'm the guy who actually fell asleep in biology. In the exam, I actually fell asleep. The teacher had to wake me up and send me out. They just said, you know, that's a straight fail. I was like, well... Seriously, I never got my biology because I'd fallen asleep and I couldn't really care. So don't listen. Dr. Sam? Yeah, I could never be a doctor. I'm too paranoid to be a doctor. I'd hear about things and then I'd go home and start worrying about them. I'm thinking, oh God, maybe I have that. I've been feeling really strange recently. Yeah, I'm one of those. Going to the far end of a fart about everything. I just got a message from my mum saying, Ted, a Russell Terrier, killed something outside again. Oh dear. Can't be good. It's probably good for the Russell Terrier, but not good for you. Our cats haven't even been outside yet. She went for me before, went downstairs to give her a nice stroke, you know, female cat. Hello. All that, you know, got a bit of that. Just the head shoved back, looking at me like I was a pile of crap. I was like, God, lovely. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Simon. How's Rupert? It's Rufus. I think I wanted to call him... Oh, it's Louis anyway, he's a lot nicer. Yeah, Louis. That's it. He's a male cat and he's a lot nicer. Female cats I don't like really that much. We had one who's just died, who's 18 years. She wasn't very nice. If you're going to get a cat, guys, a nice cat, do not get a female cat. Seriously, they're not. They're very unpredictable. Seriously, they're unpredictable as hell. 1 minute they're nice, the next minute... Well, I just went to stroke her downstairs and she just went... Yeah, and all that. And I was like, what have I done? What have I done? I've just, you know, all that. It's just like, Jesus. I wanted to call it Rupert. Yeah, no, I wanted to call it Rufus. Or Rupert the Bear or something I wanted to call him. Something stupid anyway. His name's Louis. Louis and Jess. Yeah, no, Louis and Arse. That's more like it, yeah. I've had them for a week. I think they want to go outside. I think she wants to go outside and she's been really feisty. What she does, when because they're bonded pair, because they're siblings, when he goes past, she goes for him. She absolutely hates him. But they need each other on some level. Yeah. Because when we first moved in, she was looking for him, Rupert. But they need each other on some level, but they absolutely hate... Sorry, she hates him, he's fine with her. He wanted to play with her the other day and she swiped for him. So, it's kind of one of those. Nice to have a cat named ours. Some women I know. Some woman I know. Oh yeah, well, I don't know. And we had a tortoise shell before, Misty. Tortoise shell, female. Apparently they're like the worst you can get. So she wasn't tabby and white. She was like a turtle shell. And apparently they're even more feisty. But in the end, she was fine. But this one is like, she seems to have bipolar or something. I don't know. She seems to be fine 1 minute, and then the next minute she just goes into this mood where she's like, she wants to attack you, and if you go anywhere near her or engage with her, interact with her, she just goes for you. It's just like, nice. Bit odd. Bit of an odd cat. I'll go and see your brother. He was a bit nicer, but a bit very timid. Yeah, I was just getting used to him. Yeah, I like him. Oh, I like him better. She gets jealous of him. Because clearly she knows she has a complex. So yeah, he's a lot nicer than her. More genuine anyway. I'm only saying this because she's had to go at me. How long till touchdown? Oh, we're running a bit late. 45 maybe? Yeah, so we're not far. We'll probably start descending in the next 10 minutes. So hang on, I said we would land at 45. So how we're going to be nosediving then? 50, I'd say land at... I don't know. But we're definitely reaching Mexico. Good flight though, good flight time. But I don't know where my moderators have gone today, I really don't know. We normally check in, I don't know if they've gone out or... I've gone out for a night out, all my moderators. Ian Meadows has arranged something without me. Now I just don't know where they are. Normally CM and other people tell me, and Airside said he was... Did he say he was able to make it for the whole stream? If you know you can't commit yourself, just don't say available for all tonight. That's what Airside said. I'm not trying to pull him out of something here, but I'm just saying, if you don't want to do something, if you know you truly can't commit to it, just say you can't do it. Just, there's nothing. I would respect people more if they just told me, listen, I know I'm not going to be able to hang on for the whole of it. I'm only going to be here for maybe an hour or every now and again, and I'd be fine with that. What I don't like is when people commit to something and go within the first 30 minutes, because it's just like, I don't know. They're young, but at the same time, it's kind of messing me around a bit. See you soon, guys. Been a long day. Yeah, I'll probably see you soon, Peter. Maybe one Sunday or Thursday. Yeah. It's on. Yeah, I've never seen him again. Oh, he's a bugger. He wants to come to Lanzarote with me now. I said I might go to Lanzarote or something. He's saying, I want to go. Piss off. Yeah, you too, pizza. And he said pizza? You too, pizza. I'll stick with yeah for today. But school will get in the way of some night streams and all day streams through weeks, sadly. Yeah, I know. That's the issue I've had before with some moderators. People saying, oh, I'll be available more this summer because I'll be free. And they're just not there. You know what I mean? Give me this false hope. I don't know. I wouldn't say I get upset by it because I'm never young, but at the same time, I don't like people assuming I'm stupid. You know what I mean? At the same time, because it's almost like a little bit. I take that quite personal. I think I then start to think I'm a funny individual anyway, but I then start to think, oh, maybe this person thinks I'm an idiot, and I'm just gonna, you know, be gullible, and if someone says they're gonna do something, I'm just gonna assume they're gonna do it for me, and they can mess me around, and I'm gonna be, I don't know, or like, oh yes man, yes sir, 3 bags full. I just appreciate it more if people told me, or mods, if they told me, oh, I can't make it, or I can make it but for only 30 minutes. You know, but that doesn't happen, does it? Clearly, I don't know why. I mean, I know people shouldn't have to tell me, but it's the way it is, you know. I set it up, and I have a Discord, and there's a channel where people just check in and say if they're available or not, and it gets used most of the time. But sometimes, every now and again, there's a bit of a slip up where somebody says they can make it for the whole stream, but then they can't. You know, just a bit like, you know, what's all that about? Well, do you think I'm so stupid I won't notice or something? Do you think everything goes unnoticed or whatever? That I'm some sort of idiot and I don't know what's going on, and that you can get away with it, you know? Like, maybe it is, again, me going into the far end of the fart about a tiny little issue. This is what I'm like on holiday as well. If I go to a restaurant I don't like, start going on my phone and looking at reviews and seeing the prices of everything they do, and looking at the menu and looking at you give me 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Can you give me 5 minutes to decide what I want for a drink? You know what I mean? I think to myself at the end of the night, was there any need for that? Well, I had a good night, so maybe. I overthink things. I've spent the last 3 months deciding if I'm going to buy a yoke for my flight simming or a side stick. Seriously, 3 months and I still haven't got it. There's going to be a point where by the time I get it, they will have probably made another one, a new one, and then I'll be all like, oh, I can't get a refund. Yeah, I'm gonna get the yoke, yeah. But literally that 3 months I've been thinking of it and changing my mind, and then about to buy it, and then I back out and then see if there's any deals, or I hear, ooh, Prime Day's coming up, or ooh, there's going to be 30% off this item next week, or I'm going to wait until then, and I just back down, and then I look at it and go, ooh, I think I actually want the, oh yeah, not good, not a good, at least I recognise it though, I recognise what I'm doing. I think I've tried to, when I had a bit of counselling, I did mention this to the guy, and he said, just try not to overthink things, because that's a classic form of anxiety or something. At the core of it, it's anxiety. It's not me having OCD or bipolar or whatever. At the core of it, apparently it's anxiety. It's me feeling that, oh, I'm going to make the wrong decision, and if I buy this drink instead of that drink, something terrible is going to happen. You know what I mean? He was saying it's something to do with that. But did I listen to any of it? Well, I think I did. Definitely, but I don't know. It's just like, just trying not to make a bloody fuss. It's when I'm out though. It's when I'm out I make a fuss, and I'm not very good in restaurants. I've been told I'm not at a fuss. I make a fuss about things, and I'm that guy who, you know, if something's like, if it's not piping, if it's hot but it's not piping hot, I'm always at one to send it back and go, can we just give it a bit of a blast on the microwave? Like I'm asking for the bill or something. Who does that though when they're in a foreign restaurant? When I'm away, I'm by myself or something in Tenerife, I never say, can I have a bill please, or la cuenta por favor. I just go, and they know what I mean. Seriously, my granddad used to do it. He just used to go like that, and I've picked it up. I just go, and they bring it out. Seriously, do it anywhere, guys. Do it in a Chinese, I don't know, an Indian, Italian, anywhere in the world. Just go, and you will get the bill. Seriously, you'll be surprised how well just doing that works. And that's what I do. Not because I don't want to engage with people, just that I don't want to engage with people. No, I just don't know Spanish. That's all. It's quite funny though. People around me are going, what's he just done? What was he doing? Directing invisible choir? I think we need to start descending. I was going to get another Copperberg. I don't think I deserve one after my behaviour tonight. Alright, let's go down a little bit. Alright, let's go on that. Boom. speed like mad, isn't it? Maybe not 50s. Yeah, what do you think of the overlay as well? Tell me if it's distracting. I tried to make it as small as possible. Yeah, college went well as well. Yeah, they're very That's the thing though as well. I'm not that guy to really introduce myself. I'll wait until someone else introduces themselves. I don't know. A lot of kids have. They're like, I'm Leo. I'm Theo. All like really wet handshakes, you know, like a lettuce, nothing firm, but you know, they're only young. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, nice to meet you. One's in the Air Cadets, or was in the Air Cadets. One's done skydiving. One used to be a mechanic. And there's like loads of girls on it as well, so yeah, keep me in check. And yeah, I told my nan as well. I'm not going to tell you what she said. Something silly and stupid. She said, good, it's about time you get a girlfriend. And once she said to some girls on the train, you wouldn't believe it, it makes Simon laugh. These girls were sat next to her on the train, these like, what, 15-year-old girls, and my nan started saying something about makeup or, oh, you know, just like conversation making with like girls that were like 70 years younger than her or whatever, or 65 years younger than her. And she was saying, this is my grandson over there, he's looking for a girlfriend, he's looking for a girlfriend at the moment. And I'm just like there, like, could this get any more embarrassing? Seriously, she does that. I was in a one stop once, and there's a hairdresser's next door to this one stop. And some woman from the hairdressers walked in to get our lunch or whatever. And my nan said, oh, look at this girl here, Sam. And this girl was like, a fit girl. See, she probably knows such and such. And I'm just like, I'm like dying inside. I just want to get out. Yeah, I was just on the train. Once she called me gormless or something to these girls. She said, see this gormless lad here? I was like, oh god. Oh yeah, it's so God, it's really hard going out, but yeah. She laughed in my face once because we'd gone out somewhere and I'd ordered a cup of tea. Fish and chip, went out for fish and chips, and I'd ordered a cup of tea. Seriously, it was a restaurant in Frodsham, and I'd ordered a cup of tea, and she just looked at me and just burst out laughing. I was like, what's so funny? She said, you with your cup of tea. I was like, well, I'd have a cup of tea, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's so awkward. Honestly, you wouldn't believe it, though. It's like the last thing you need. Some girl walks in from the salon. Who was quite pretty, to be fair. And first thing my nan comes out with is, ooh, look at her, Sam. Look at her. You think she knows such and such? You went to school with, and I'm like, oh, shut up. Oh, I'm just dying. I really am. I don't think you guys understand the embarrassment of being out in public and just having comments like that. Literally, you're just so on the hook. It's so embarrassing. You just want to like curl into a ball and just dissipate. Seriously, it's so horrible. It really is. Sam, do you ever get the people that know your name and they say hi and you don't know what to say back? I know it's a random question. Sometimes. What with YouTube, people recognising me. Yeah, a little bit awkward. I just say, what's your username? I never recognise it. I normally end up just giving them a business card or something. Oh, it's kind of pointless because they already know my channel. Okay. So you start another descent. How far away is it? I feel like I've misjudged it. No chance I misjudged it. I never misjudge things. This guy who landed at the wrong airport going to Frankfurt. Oh, that's so funny. I haven't really watched it back, to be honest. I never had. I've actually never watched that video. You know when I was meant to land at Frankfurt and I got the wrong airport? I've never actually watched that back. Seriously. I never watched it back. But I remember it. But I've never watched it. Actually. Oh yeah. Gotta give it a watch sometime. I've watched my balcony show. I clicked off within 10 seconds. Couldn't even understand what I was saying. Sounds like a different language. Yeah, I was like pissed. I was going blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh, I can't hear what I'm saying. Can't hear what I'm saying. I watched the stream where I was moaning about the RVP. I was saying something about a model or whatever. I was saying I went to go and get a model. Yeah, that was it. It was a 757-200 Boeing House Colours 1-200. They were selling it at the RVP, and I went in there and basically said, does it come with a stand, this model? And the guy said, I don't know. And I was like, can we have a look at it? And he said, no, you can't, for security reasons. I was like, I've bought models here in the past, and before I've bought it, before I've, you know, put my card into the machine and done all that, the guy's taken it out and showed me it and inspected that it's not broken. RVP's different now, it's different every day. So this guy wouldn't let me look at it. So I said, alright, do you want me to give you my card details now, just in case I happen to break it? And the guy said, no, the QR codes aren't working. The QR codes aren't working on any of the boxes that you want to buy that have planes in them. Come back in 40 minutes and then we can, you know, process your transaction. I was just like, your business? Do you want my money or not? Honestly, I've never ever been somewhere that I've been into a shop, been interested in buying something, and for staff, who the whole point of them being there is, you know, to sell you things, to say you can't buy it, give us 40 minutes. I just didn't end up buying it. I ended up looking at it online and putting in my details there. Again, I was waiting for the price to drop on it, of course, but yeah, I was just like, Jesus, they didn't even know how to sell this place. Don't buy models from the RVP. Well, if you want to have a good, decent model, for some reason now they don't even let you look at it. They don't let you open it up and see if it's in good condition anymore. They just sell you it and just hope to God, or you've got to hope to God, don't think they care, that it's at least got its wheels or wings on, or any other part of the airplane. Seriously, just, yeah. What you should do if you're going to buy models, don't go there. Either buy them online, but if you're really picky and if you want to see it's in good condition, go to a model shop. I'm sure they've got them in Liverpool or Chester or Manchester. A model shop, see what they have and get the guys to look at it there. There's clearly, for some reason, at the RVP they've got a chip on the shoulder. They do good chips. It's probably one of their chips. Got a chip on their shoulder. I was in there once and I was saying something about a waitress. I was saying, I don't know what's up with that guy. He's always got a mood on, he's always got a chip on his shoulder. And as I did it, I dropped my chip. I think I was looking at him. I dropped my chip and my chip landed on my shoulder. Right after I said it, and just burst out laughing. It's so funny, just the coincidences of that. I reported one on Google Maps and they actually removed it. What's this? I went to 2 model shops in my coastal town. Purchased a Jet 737 model. I went into both shops in the past, completely fine. Came back, got kicked out. So, oh yeah. Do they sell good planes at the runway shop in Manchester? Well, I don't think it's about that, because it's yeah, they probably do, but it's whether you'd want to just buy the model there. Seriously, I would buy it online, not there. I wouldn't give them your business, because you'll be end up getting ripped off. You won't be able to see if it's in good condition anyway. I know you can't do that online, but seriously, yeah, just everything's difficult. Or either just go when they're doing those independent things, when they're doing the TAS fair. Go then when they're selling models, because you'll get good deals. The guys there will probably let you see the models as well. And yeah, maybe it was just a rough day for him. He seemed a bit like a rogue. I don't know if he probably is still there. I don't know. I seem to find they've got staff from 7 months ago that's still working in that RVP cafe that were really slowing things down last year, and they're still there. And whenever they're there, that staff, there's certain staff. I'm not pointing any fingers, but we have these certain staff at the RVP cafe, and whenever they're there, the service is really slow and bad, like ultra bad. Still just as expensive, but it's really bad. Every now and again they get new staff, and it's fine. You know, like fresh ideas, everything like that. But I don't know, it's just probably chit chat, gabbing away, bit of a gab, gone to work for a gab. I don't know, I'm really not sure, but yeah. If you gab at work, it slows you down. Same at school. I know all too well. I used to gab with that caretaker in that primary school, and I found myself behind schedule with what I had to do. I mean, I was in charge of myself, but I found myself behind schedule. How's college? Fine. I was talking about it, yeah, it's good. A lot of them are very, like, they're not very independent. I just, at break, they say, Sam, do you want to hang out with us? And I'm like, no, I'll do my own thing. I just kind of leave them then and go in the opposite direction. I don't know why I'm like that, to be honest, but I just kind of like being on my own. Yeah, don't know. Antisocial muppet. Zero social cues. What time is it now? 57? It's taking forever. True airspeed. TAS. Right, come on, hurry up. Speed that up. Yeah, we're gonna get ready for arrival. Go. Taxi. Runway turn lights are on. We never turned off the seatbelt sign. There we go. We can go to the loo. Been holding it in for the last 10 bloody hours. It's almost midnight, I know. We'll get this thing down, don't worry. What 3 airlines would you like to see? Play, Norse, American Airlines. Yeah. Maybe not Play, actually. Definitely Norse, American Airlines, Condor. Yeah. Someone in the back probably pissed and himself. Yeah, Play's at Liverpool, exactly. I mean, Play's a good livery. I think it looks better in photo than seeing it in real life, I reckon. It looks more like a very light pink. If you ever see the Play in real life, it does look red, but it's got like a slight, maybe it's because it was in the sun, but it did look a little bit, there's a hint of pink in there, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm glad Robert Wells is enjoying it. Right, okay. Right, we're going to go down a little bit. Alright, don't go down that much. Play comes to Dublin, so I have seen it a few times. It's better than Wow's livery. Yeah, it is. Wizz Air's not bad. I like their livery, but I know I'd never probably want to fly them because the flights are really delayed and everything and stuff like that. Audio's not too quiet, is it? I was going to get a Copperberg. I'll save it for later. Come on, fella. Let's go 14. I think we're ready. There we go. I'm just getting ready for slow descent. I think the Condor with green stripes also the... Oh, I like the Condor and also the Emirates A380. I'm not a fan of the Emirates A380. I'm not really a fan of the A380. I'm not really a fan of Emirates either, so whenever I see the Emirates, I know this is going to really upset people, but I hate seeing the A380 at Manchester. It never impresses me. I just don't like seeing it. It's boring to me. It's boring. It just is boring. I actually find seeing probably maybe an Icelandair Max more interesting than seeing the A380. That's where I'd put the A380. I'm just not interested anymore. Okay, at Heathrow, different story. British Airways, you know, all that. But the Emirates A380, I've seen it, but that's just me seeing it loads of times. Wonder Norse do routes to Manchester Jet. Maybe give TUI a bit of competition, surely. And maybe it might make TUI better, I don't know. But it sounded like they were pretty good on Uncle Dave's flight. I agree, the A380 is boring, yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad looking plane, but it's just got no character at all to it. It just looks like a pig. Yeah, it just looks like a pig. It just looks like a pig with 4 wings. 4 wings! 4 engines. That's the A380. I'm sorry, but some liveries look nice on it. You know, Thai, British Airways. Qantas looks alright on it. Etihad. Yeah. Bubblegum Emirates. Yeah. Looks okay. But apart from that, that's just my opinion. I really couldn't give a tuppeny toss. Yeah, we do. I don't think we really appreciate it for the engineering either. It's just all about the big plane. They just want to see the biggest plane, and then that's it then. They just lose their attention span. 767 comes along, it's just like, let's go home. You know, we've got no concept of anything that looks nice or has character. It's kind of a shame really, isn't it? You know. Is it Discord? Oh god, no, I'm telling you my Discord, bloody hell. Hell no. No, there's no Discord. I don't have Discord. Well, let's keep going down. Okay. So where's Cancun Airport? Where is it? We're going to fly over it if we're not careful. So what we need to do, we can need to turn off autopilot around now. Actually, we'll turn off autopilot. Auto throttle can stay on. In fact, no, it can't. Turn it off. We're turning. Okay. See if we make a dog's dinner of us. Do you think it was a slow flight, guys? It did say the flight time would be 2 hours 44, and if I didn't get off the ground till like 19 minutes in, because it's faffing. I am going to Manchester soon, and I'll be more for the Gulf Air. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You need to see stuff that's different. Kuwait 330. Yeah, I'm more of a, but I like seeing the Omni Air 76. I almost said Britannia then. 2E76, 75s. Jet2 75s, Icelandairs 75s. So I like them, and some of the 330s that come in. Kuwait. I just like difference. I like nice liveries. A380. I think I enjoyed it and found it really impressive maybe the first 10 weeks of ever going to Manchester. So that would have been anywhere between 2014 to 2016. And straight after that, and I think in 2018, I had my back to it when it was taxiing. I really just couldn't give a crap. I was like, oh my god, the A380's just gone past. But I remember I was right at the end of the RVP, you know, where they say, oh, if you trespass, you get some stupid amount of fines. Where the Avro is. And 747 went past, taxied right past the RVP, run 05 left departure, so they would have taxied down right past the RVP for departure. 747 went past, beautiful. A380 went past, really impressive, but the 747 just, it was like, God, that's what I remembered from that day. 747, that was the highlight of it. Went to take pictures, no streaming back then. It was 2014, sorry, 2019 before I did streaming. 747 just stuck there all day, and A380 was just like, oh yeah, that went after, you know what I mean? I'm not having a go, but I just, some liveries work with the A380, but some liveries don't. And the Emirates one, just, I've seen it so many times, and it is a Euro white, isn't it? It's too much white on the Emirates. But I'm sure if it was Thai or something going past that day, I'm sure I'd appreciate it. So let's make it a bit more fair, shall we? Definitely. Right, we're going to put flaps down. No, I'm overspeeding. It's going to keep whinging. Can we see the airport from here? I don't think we can. On long finals, we're very far out. Right, okay. There we go. We are concentrating now. Force our nose down a bit more. There we go.
119.8 JetBlue Tree 21. Approach JetBlue Tree 21
JetBlue 3, what did it say? What's JetBlue 3? Don't tell me that's the call sign. Flying like a monkey, aren't I? Need chimpanzee at the controls. I look like one too, just have a monkey mask on. Yeah. Maybe we should change it to a load of gorillas. Yeah, the shark is behind me though. It's like, oh god. It's Manan. It's Manan. Yeah. It's like I have Manan behind me. Never know when I'm gonna get my head bitten off. Nah, I'm in joking. It's quite funny. Right, okay, we're going down. Sun is right in our direction, isn't it? Right, okay. Look how focused I am. I've never seen me this focused before. When I used to fly to Italy via Heathrow with British Airways A320, I used to watch the massive British Airways 747 land and take off, not thinking much about it. Little did I know it would be, yeah, the last time. Dublin doesn't get Kuwait, 330, and Gulf Air and Pegasus, and Dublin get the Boeing 777, not 380, and still I saw the Emirates. Sorry for the spelling, but I saw it in JFK and I took photos and forgot. Right, here we are, we're coming in. That was a good turn for somebody who's reading a bloody comment, wasn't it? That's alright. Alright, okay, we're going down, boys, we're going down. Kind of got to guess where the bloody runway is now because everything's in our bloody view. Look at that! I'd be very surprised if we got down. Yeah, approaching from a very funny angle. There we go. I think we're still quite far out. I just can't see a thing. Hang on. Where are the... Where are the blinds? Why isn't it giving us? Ah, there we are. Of course they're well, they're not really good, are they? Why don't they fill the whole screen? Really strange. I want to fly like this now. Okay, I just can't see a damn thing. You guys just run around the cockpit. It's like he's a ghost, isn't it? Oh, I just can't see a thing.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Right, okay.
Overspeed.
We are overspeeding, yes.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Shut up.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I can't see the runway.
Overspeed.
Oh, it's such a pain in the arse.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
2,500.
Overspeed.
I just can't see it at all.
Overspeed.
Why is it overspeeding at 197 knots? That is not right. Okay. This is dangerous. Can't see the sea. Can't see nothing. Yeah, I can see the sea now. Stop that. It should really come down a lot lower. This is just an accident waiting to happen, this. Like, I can't even see the sea. I'm gonna end up bloody stalling it if I'm not careful. Okay. Is that the runway? This is just impossible. That is very bright though, isn't it? Really bright. There's so many things in the way, it's so difficult to see where I'm going. It's just impossible. It's bad game design as well, it's seriously bad. Terrible game design.
1,000.
It's gonna end up bloody peeling this off the airport. Well, if I make it, I feel that's a good thing. Yeah, this is very difficult. This is like really difficult. I know I'd love to see this though, Uncle Dave. Look at this, it's just impossible. Right, there's the runways. That's a joke. The thing is pointing towards the wrong thing. What an absolute farce. Not even sure if we're going to get this down. I think we're going to have to do a bloody go around, or maybe approach the opposite direction.
400.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a go around. Yeah, go around, guys. Sorry about that. That's the game's fault for not giving a clear bloody explanation on what's going on. We're going to have to land. Visibility shit as well. Get that bloody potty little thing up. Okay. Well, that's dangerous, isn't it? What terrible game design. Now let's put it on auto throttle. I don't know about it. Well done. Yeah, the conditions are just dreadful. Really, really dreadful. Okay.
Overspeed.
How is it overspeed now?
Overspeed.
Right, okay, put down the throttle. That's
Overspeed. Overspeed.
fine. Right, okay.
Overspeed.
So what we're going to do, we're going to land on the opposite direction of the runway. Sorry about this, I know it's taking bloody forever. It's 15 minutes past bloody midnight, what a joke. It is a bad game though, it doesn't let you know. The little marker is pointing to the airport, not the runway you're meant to be landing on. That's shit. That is shit. Yeah, it's not. It's like I'm in a quest, but it's pointing to the wrong. Oh, look at this. It's carnage, this, isn't it? And the bloody stall in the plane if I'm not careful. World's worst pilot ever. Might as well just call this video.
2,500.
Overspeed.
Oh, this just is not going well. Oh, this is the game's fault. It's not my fault.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I don't know. Under control.
Overspeed.
Stupid fat cow of an Airbus, you know. It's just a joke.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
1,000.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Can't even see because the conditions are so
Overspeed.
goddamn dreadful.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
They're just so not powerful, aren't they? You know, the controls are so...
500.
It's like flying jelly.
400.
Overspeed.
300.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
200.
Right, here we go, we're coming down now.
Overspeed.
This isn't going to be smooth, I'm going to tell you.
60, 50, 40, 30,
Overspeed. Overspeed.
20.
Overspeed.
Retard 5.
Yeah, I knew that wouldn't be bloody smooth. Get it down. What's that guy doing on the runway? We're going to run out of runway if we're not careful. This isn't good. Look how long it takes to slow down as well. What a joke. We're just so not powerful. 767 any day. Seriously. Compared to this fat cow. Alright, okay. Yeah, I'm down. No, Frost's doing the wrong thing. It's not my fault. It's because it was a 767. It would be doing what it would be compos mentis. Seriously, it would. It'd be brilliant. It would be way easier to fly. I'm sure it'd be wonderful. Just got back from the pub. Okay. Right. Okay. Ooh, frame rate's terrible. Oh, that was difficult. That really was difficult. I couldn't even see the runway. The dot was pointing to the airport location where it was, not the runway I was meant to be landing on. Now, wouldn't you think that would be a fundamental feature in the game for the cursor, the point where you're meant to be landing on? But no. It's alright. Nothing surprises me now with gaming. Nothing does. Absolutely nothing surprises me. What does it take to taxi fast in this fat cow? Right, okay. Okay. Hurry up. I don't know where we're going to go. I don't know where JetBlue go. There we go. Get nice and smooth. Good, I've missed. I haven't missed much. It was quite eventful, but the landing, I couldn't even see. I couldn't even see the airport. For God's sake, seriously. Well, I could, but it was. I thought the cursor would be pointing to the runway I was meant to be landing on. I mean, I shouldn't be relying on that. I should be relying on my ILS systems and stuff, but that was not available. Anyway, good enough landing. Smooth. Bit late. Well, we just landed in the opposite direction because I wasn't going round all that again and being blinded. I ended up landing on the bloody control tower. No way. But anyway, we've got a modification on the game now that's allowing planes in the area, so planes in the vicinity of the airport, to correspond with what you'd see in real life. That's kind of good. We'll go past a few of them now. Maybe we should just park here. There we are. Yeah, college has been great. Thanks for asking, Martin. There we go, we are here. Bit short. Oh, a bit more. Started 3 hours ago. There we go. And we are here. How much fuel? 25. There we go. Yeah, sorry for calling the Airbus a fat cow. It's a wonderful machine. It's just this version of it's bad. It gives it a bad name. The game gives it a bad name. Nah, I'm sure it's like this in real life as well. I'm joking. Oh, I'm such a snotty-nosed little brat, aren't I? That's it, we're done. We have landed successfully without little trouble. That landing was a little bit of a difficult one because of the visibility and the game not telling me where the runway was. It was just telling me where the airport was, which wasn't really helpful because I was about to land, well, here. Light here is awesome. Sam could do a stream when you say, for example, he lands in Cancun. He could do the next stream, leaving the airport. He arrived at Aha. 3 hours long. Yeah, 3 hours longer than it should have been. That was a good one. It was okay. Flaps all set. Lights. Let's go off. Do you have any flight simulator that are free? Do you have any flight simulators that are free and is realistic? No. Not. You're paying for the developers research into making realistic games. I mean, I know this is a laugh right now, but you know, I think investing money into something that is really good compared to something that's cheap and nasty. Yeah, I think you would just maybe splash out a few cash to get something actually good. That's my advice. GeoFS, there we are, there's one. Let's go ground services, tune on ground, baggage.
Ground JetBlue A321, could you please send the baggage?
Jetway connection.
Ground JetBlue A321, could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Catering service.
Ground JetBlue A321, could you please send the catering truck?
A3 is so irrelevant at JFK to look at. I was actually more interested at a Caribbean 737 MAX. Yeah, I would be too. I find the controls annoying in the sim times, but I use an Xbox controller. Yeah, me too. Xbox controller here too. For me, my video memory is too low for this game. It will be very bad. Okay. Okay. Are we connected? I think we're all connected, yeah. we're here. So, good enough flight? Maybe? Long. Very long. Very, very long. Right, airplane's off. And I suppose we can have a little look around the airport for about 2 minutes. Oh, it's not free. Free cam. Let's go drone cam. Oh, the frame rate's killing it. Right, there we go. So that's our plane. JetBlue. Amazing. Mint, mint, wink, wink. Air Canada. That's Rouge as well. Remember when we used to get that out of Manchester? Yeah. WestJet. Wow. That's inbuilt. Ignore that. Delta combined with a SDAI. American Airlines A321. I only just joined, yeah. Polaris. So this is a modification that basically makes the planes on the ground, not in the air, but on the ground, basically correspond with what you'd get in real life. So if that makes sense. Yeah, it's good. Viva Aerobus. What's you called Aerobus? There's a load of Aerobuses. Yeah, it's a big airport, isn't it? It's another terminal over here. I'm assuming this is wide bodies. Yeah, it's probably a concourse, isn't it? Actually look quite small. Got cars there. Look at that parking. That is my park. Look at all the parking. This is how we park in Mexico. We have an interior of the airport. It's a 737. Kind of hope we got that right. Oh, it's one of the dirty old ones. Look at that. It's one of the ones with the jets. Jet engines. They're my favourite 737s. Them, the ones with the old jet engines. Oh, they're fantastic. Beautiful. And I think that's good. Yeah, parking's only a bit, yeah. I think we're all good, yeah. Oh, that was fun. Extreme, isn't it? It's a control tower. Oh, there's one there, it's invisible. What's he leaving a mark like that? Yeah, cars are all written off, yeah. Probably in Mexico, yeah, they probably are. So yeah, just, yeah, they correspond. £12 for this add-on. This is what I get. Is there a terminal at the back? Oh, I don't know. Have a little look. There's me. Fantastic parking as always. Oh, yeah. No, there isn't a terminal. No. Well, yeah, you enjoyed. That was pretty fun. I'm going to go now. Leave you all alone. I'll see you tomorrow at Manchester. There we are. There's my cockpit. Hello guys. Where have I gone? It's my life story. Hello, where have I gone? Yeah, it's fun. I was going to save it to the data. It's a bit of a weird having... yeah, well... a bit like Manchester really. There's no runway round 23 left, is there? Right, oh sorry, terminal round 23 left, excuse me, so... JetBlue, isn't it? JetBlue A321 Neo. Philadelphia to... Nah, I'm joking. I can't save it. Saved it? Saved it. Done. We're good. So I wasn't here for... It's alright. Just the others. I just don't know. I just didn't know where people were. I was like, where are they? So see you guys later. Yeah, people sue me for the landing. The landing was bloody terrible. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow at Manchester. 9:30 I think I start. See you then. Bye.